Greetings, Dawncaster. Welcome to TCG Thursdays. Dawncaster Burger, may I take your order? Here we go. We're going to be playing the weekly challenge where we're going to be the chef du jour. We're going to have the menu, all the cliches. We're going to be doing all of them as we try to make the very best meals and empower our character in one of the really coolest new parts of Eclipse, which is cooking. Yes, the profession of cooking has been added to Dawncaster, and it is magnificent and fun and adorable and cute and awesome, and it makes me hungry. So we are going to be playing the very end of the weekly challenge. I'm sorry I didn't run more episodes of it, but I had a tough week. Let's just leave it there. I'm not going to go into any more details. But I am reborn hard right now. Queen Angel gave me a nice pep talk, so I feel really good right now. So, hey, you know how it goes. Thank you to Rick Vanderwild of Dawncaster, and thank you for naming a card after me, Rick, you sweetheart. That was awesome. We have a card named after our channel. It's called Double Tap. It is an awesome card. If you haven't got the card yet, you need to hunt for the card. It is so cool. And it's okay. It's. I do believe it's an uncommon. So it's called Double Tap. I know Rick he's awesome. He's awesome. I really appreciate it. But yes, there is a card named after us in the game. But anyway, I hope you all are enjoying our Sundays where we kind of go through the story with each class. I do weekly challenges on Sunday, but they're split on several episodes. So you might get part 1 through 4, etc., part 1 through 3. And then on a weekday on TCG Thursdays, it's more of a 1-shot or 2-shot because it's a weekly challenge. So I can't just keep holding on to it. And some of these weekly challenges are quite incredible and complex. So it does take me a good 3 or 4 days to finish them. Like I have a couple of weekly challenges where I played for 6 hours. So you get more points the longer you survive. And also you get more points when you complete the objectives that they give you. So that's something to keep in mind. And if I do add my intro, it'll be right here, Dawncaster Burger. All right, if I didn't add my intro, then I'm just going to keep talking. So anyway, you might want to know why I did that. That tells me in the future when I'm editing it in an iMovie to put my intro right there. So I forget to leave a breath so that I can put my intro in. But anyway, I got my Dawncaster Dawn coffee, which is delicious. I'm having coffee late. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a beautiful 70-degree and sunny day here in Midtown Sacramento on planet Earth with all of you wonderful folks. I do have my AC on. Unfortunately, it gets a little muggy after hanging out outside. Me and Queen Angel had a really nice lunch. Went to our local Sam's Market, had some delicious sandwiches. I had a tuna. She had a sub. It was amazing. We talked, we chatted, we cupcaked, we had a good time. We definitely had a good time. We even ate a cupcake too. So yeah. We definitely had a good time today here. Hung out with a couple of our friends that kind of are living in the neighborhood. Marissa saw her manager. I thanked her manager. Her manager's so sweet. She's such a sweet lady. Always takes care of my Queen Angel, makes sure she has everything she needs. She's a very nice lady. And my manager was around, and she's super, super duper nice. So I definitely thanked her for everything that she does, her service. And there was a cute little dog in my building yesterday. I want to say, I had his name in my head, and now I've forgotten it. I think it's Chester. He's a rat terrier, so I used to have a rat terrier. So yeah, they're so cute. They're little feisty little McNuggets. Showing him how to go upstairs because he's a new pup. So yeah, they got a lot of energy, rat terriers, when you first get them. And they're boss dogs, though. So later on down the road, they're just like Chihuahuas. They're very much boss dogs. They like to take control. So, they're fun-spirited little doggies. They're very tough, very reliable, and they'll kill a rat dead. If you have rats in your dungeon, yeah, just unleash about 5 rat terriers. They'll kill all those rats. If you're a ratkin, run. If you're a ratkin, don't be near a rat terrier. Yeah, well, I don't know. A rat terrier couldn't do anything to a ratkin because that's a humanoid size rat. Probably a giant. I'm getting off. Anyway, I get off in these tangents all the time. It's so funny. But yeah, I've been loving Eclipse so much. It's been really fun. I've been loving this adventure, making food, and that's the whole mission here. We are playing a warrior, and your job is to put certain cards in your deck. I'm going to show you what my deck has, and then we're going to continue to play. Hopefully we can get one more game in before the weekly trial ends. Let's let you check out my deck.
Alchemist, my potions are Blacksmith of show deck. Player health 60s, show deck.
I have 19 cards in there.
Big Eater, STR1. This combat, conjure a random ingredient at the start of your turn. You are immune to stunned utility. Rare. Sated. Whenever you reach 10 sated, gain stunned. Fades at the end of your turn. Okay, so the beauty of Big Eater is it's an enchantment. So yes, you can pay the druid to enchant you, and you'll get a free food ingredient at the beginning of your turn. Plus you're immune to stun, which is really nice. So if you're getting stunned by a certain dog, which we won't go into, or you're getting stunned by certain creatures in the wilderness, I mean, there are some really effective enemies that use stun really well. And unlike certain games where stun only works for part of your turn, stun in this game works. Once you get hit with stun, you can't do anything. You can't activate your status items, your status belt, utility items. You can't draw any cards. You just have to end your turn. You can look at your cards, but you can't draw anything. So yeah, stun is one of the most effective ways to just shut you down and shut your opponent down. But Burger Time, I call it Burger Time. Big Eater, Gilded Gauntlets.
It's Big Eater.
STR1. This combat, conjure a random ingredient at the start of your turn. You are immune to stunned utility. Rare. Big Eater, Gilded Gauntlets. Neutral 1. Activate to gain a random blessing with stacks equal to this card's durability. 3 durability utility. Rare. Blessing. A beneficial effect such as regenerate, focus, or chain. Okay, so this isn't part of what we need for our particular playthrough of this challenge. However, Gilded Gauntlet is a really good card and gives you some really good benefits. No suit. STR1. Gain 1 anger and draw a card. Repeat for each level of cooking. 0. Charges. 2/2 utility. Rare. Anger. Increases the damage dealt by actions by 1 per stack of anger. Cooking. When adding a third ingredient, trigger its garnish effect.
No Soup is a great card, and you can buy it from the card merchant. Basically gives you anger, and you draw cards. And depending on how much your cooking level is, it can draw a lot of cards. So it's a great card.
Savagery. STR1. This combat gain STR whenever you deliver a crushing strike utility. Rare. Crushing. Crushing requires a card to deal 10 or more damage.
Okay, so Savagery is a card I don't get very often. It might be an Eclipse card. But what I like about it is when you deal a lot of damage, Savagery will give you some strength, which means you get more energy.
No suit. Savagery. STR1. This combat gain STR whenever you deliver a crushing strike
utility. And it's
utility.
an enchant,
Rare.
so
Crushing.
you can
Crushing requires a card to deal 10 or more damage.
Balder. So Balder can enchant this card. So it's really important when you play Dawncaster to make sure you at least have 1 or 2 enchants. The cost to do 2 enchants in Dawncaster is 250 gold. 100 for the first enchant, 150 for the second enchant. I think the third enchant is 200. I'm not sure. Don't quote me.
Warpaint. STR1. Shuffle 3 Fury cards to your discard pile. Then draw a card. Memorized utility. Rare. Anger. Increases the damage dealt by actions by 1 per stack of anger. Fury. Gain left brace. Card value. +1 right brace anger. Take 1 damage. Draw a card.
Warpaint, I do believe, is a card that came out in the first expansion. I don't know if it was out in the original game. But Warpaint is a great card that puts a bunch of Furies in your deck. It's memorized, so you get it first, so you can play it first. And if you get the Cursed Puzzle Box, you can turn its cost into 0. So it's a great card. I love it. I use it all the time. The only bad thing is Fury does cost you 1 health point. So the best way to deal with Fury is to make sure you're not poisoned. And number 2, make sure you take the particular talent that gives you 3 health when you use a Fury. So that way you're going to spend 1 health to play Fury. And if you're poisoned, 2 health. And then you get 1 free health. So the total would be you get 1 free health point every time you play a Fury. Because I think about everything, and I try to compensate for everything when I'm playing Dawncaster. And you do take a lot of damage from just various sources. So it's really important to get health back. In fact, a lot of your focus as a warrior is to make sure you're getting healing, you know?
Chop him up. STR2. Deal 2 damage 3 times. Conjure a random ingredient for each hit melee. Uncommon. On hit. Requires the attack to have hit the target and dealt damage.
So Chop It Up is one of your chef cards. It's another cooking card, and it fits within this particular theme of cooking. This hits 3 times. And if you have bone break, or what is it, bone brittle or something, or no, shatter, if you have Shattering Stance activated, not the Stance version, but I don't like the Stance version as much, though it's useful. It's useful if you're playing a pure Warriors deck with stances. And by the way, stances are part of this challenge. You receive bonus points for playing stances. You receive bonus points for stances being in your deck. But yes, I prefer Shattering Stance, not Stance. So the reason why I mention that is because this card will really take advantage of the brittle stacks on your opponent.
Chop him up. Block. Neutral 1. Choice card. STR1. Deal 4 damage. On hit. Delve an ingredient melee. Common. Delve. Select 1 of 3 randomly. Block. Choice card.
Choice
STR1.
cut's a
Deal 4
really
damage.
good
On
card.
hit. Delve an ingredient melee. Common. Delve. Select 1 of 3 randomly selected cards. On hit. Requires the attack to have hit the target and dealt damage.
So when you use this card, you'll get an ingredient. I think it has an activation. If you took damage, you'll get an extra ingredient, which is really good. And if you get the correct, if you get a party wings heal you for 2 health. So it pays for the cost of Fury. And if you have the special Fury talent, you also got another 3 healing. So in actuality, if you wind up opening up a food item, you'll get a total of 4 health back. And there's also a particular talent called Benevolence, and that will give you +2 to all healing. And that will give you a total of 6 health every time you pop off a Fury.
Block. For choice card. STR1. Deal 4 damage. On hit. Delve an ingredient melee. Common. Delve. Select 1 of 3 randomly selected cards. On hit. Requires the attack to have hit the target and dealt damage.
Wait, this one may be this one doesn't have a proc for damage. This one just has to hit. If this one hits, you get an ingredient. I think it's one or 2.
Block. Choice card. STR1. Deal 4 damage. On hit. Delve an ingredient melee. Common. Delve. Select 1 of 3 randomly selected cards. On hit. Requires the attack to have hit the target and dealt damage.
You get to choose one of 3 randomly selected ingredients. So Delve, it looks for and brings up some random items. It's like an investigation when I say Delve.
Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal 2 damage. Frenzy. Attack again and inflict 3 bleeding melee. Common. Bleeding. When dealt damage, take 1 additional damage per stack of bleeding, then reduce bleeding stacks by 1.
So Cleavers is your basic attack. It's a great card. You've heard me play this on the Hunter. It's a powerful card. If you have taken any damage, Cleaver activates its bonus mode. And thanks to Rick, all the cards that have an activation, a special activation, will say bonus, which is super fantastic. So it allows us to know when we should activate a card. Typically, I would say activate Cleavers first so that you get that bleed on your opponents. And then activate all your free cards if you have any. But before you do anything, you gotta play your food ingredients. And we're gonna talk about how the strategy in the cooking deck works. And by the way, you can play this deck, you don't have to just play this deck during the weekly challenge. Because by the time you watch this, it'll be mid-September. But you don't just have to play the challenge. You can make your own cooking deck anytime thanks to the new Eclipse expansion. And before we get any deeper, let me send a big shout out to My Noise. I'm playing Bombshell Paris, which is really cool. I thought we'd add a little real kind of sounds to our episode because we are cooking. So it's like we're doing an adventure, but we're also cooking. So thank you very much to My Noise. All right, let's continue.
Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. 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 Ground pound. STR1. Enter shattering. Stance and inflict 2 brittle for every card you've drawn. 0 utility. Common. Brittle. When dealt damage, remove brittle. If the damage was dealt from a melee action, take 1 more damage per stack removed. Shattering stance. Whenever you draw a card, inflict brittle equal to its cost. You are immune to pinned.
This is the card I meant to say. So Ground Pound is an awesome card. I think I recall John Maubrick telling me that it is one of his favorite cards. He likes to play, I don't really know his pronouns, but they do like to play warriors. And yes, Ground Pound is a very powerful card. It does a lot of damage. And it can really just destroy your opponent. It can open up crushing blows. And there's a lot of synergy in this deck that we use when we hit for big 10 plus damage per hit.
Surge of Strength. Gain Surge of Strength. Thick Skin. STR1. Gain 5 armor. If you're cooking, convert your sated to armor utility. Common. Armor. When dealt damage, take 1 less damage per stack of armor. Armor fades at the start of the turn.
So Thick Skin is another cooking card. It's a very powerful, inexpensive block. So if you have blocks in your deck, you can remove them and take Thick Skin instead. It gives you gives you 5 armor as opposed to 3 armor. And it synergizes extremely well when you're cooking. It's a great card. And again, your sated becomes armor. It's a powerful card. And it will tell you if it's going to synergize because the bonus particular audio cue will come up.
Close deck list.
And that's it. So what does this deck need? There's a couple of super bonus cards we can add in the pot. Into the pot is going to give us 500 bonus points for the weekly challenge. There are a couple of Chef's Kiss. It can be bought from the merchant and it is 100 gold, but it is extremely powerful and gives you 15 cooking ingredients. You'll wreck anybody if you get that. And if you could just draw those cards, then you really will wreck your opponent. That's a super powerful card, Chef's Kiss. There's also several culinary cutlery or something. It's a great card, gives you some really cool power. Everything in this deck synergizes well with bleeds, small amounts of damage, but if you add Ground Pound, you add the bleeds, and you turn cards into free with Cursed Puzzle Box, or if you just focus on keeping your deck within the 20 to 24 card level that they want, this deck is very powerful. Is it the most powerful deck? No, not at all. This is not Captain Dawncaster. That was my absolute favorite weekly challenge. Captain Dawncaster was a broken, awesome deck. I was destroying everything in the game with that one. I already beat the game many times before, but I beat the game. That's one of the few challenge decks that I beat the game with. Captain Dawncaster. Man, with a tower shield action, man, that deck was, beautiful. It was wrecking enemies. Bosses were dying. I don't care if they were caster or melee, I was owning them. I was just, squishes were going down so fast. I didn't even have time to farm them for healing points, for hit points. Because I usually like to farm weaker enemies when I play the warrior for a little healing. So I'll let them just like mess with me for a little bit, but I'll just make sure they don't get off any really big spells, and then I'll just basically farm a little hit points. But yeah, that's the deck. This is, I think we got through zone 1. So I thought I didn't come in the very beginning. If we die, I might replay. We'll see how much energy I have. Again, I have to be somewhere around sometime later this afternoon. But yeah, we're going to try to play this one through. And I also want to say to the developer, thank you so much, Rick, for making your game truly accessible. It doesn't sound like a big deal to some people, but it is a big deal. It means that when I am not the happiest or the day's been rough, I can play Dawncaster the way I want to play Dawncaster, just like any other person on the planet could. And that is what accessibility means. It means not just because I'm visually impaired. It means that I can access it. I can play it. I can enjoy it. I can do everything everybody else is doing. I can innovate. I can break. I can just make wild stuff happen. And that's what I want to thank the developer for making happen in this game. I am truly appreciative of the wonderfulness, which is your creativity. Again, the developers that work on these games, the maestros of these awesome titles, really deserve lots of credit for what they do. I appreciate them on a fundamental level. And hey, you can show your appreciation too by swinging by the App Store and rating Dawncaster 5 stars. Leave a wonderful review. If you have some feedback that you'd like to offer, go ahead and leave it there. Don't forget to mention in the title, Game Double Tap sent you, and let them know where you heard the game from. You can also buy the 2 or 3 expansion packs they have. They're a great bargain, extremely cheap, super cheap. Get in there and get those. They're fantastic. It'll open up lots of opportunities, different starting zones, different weapons, different cards, different monsters, all kinds of cool stuff. Get in there and buy everything. Pay to fun all day long. You will really, really feel good inside. If you're going to do something nice, buy something nice for yourself. You deserve the nice stuff. All right? All right, let's go ahead and get started. I think I need to take a quest here, and let's get on to the mission.
Close deck list. Close deck list. Show deck. Current card. Alchemist Mike. Rykindle in this. Settings.
I think I did visit her, so.
Rykindle in this. Alchemist Mike potions are at least 47%. Blacksmith. Show deck. Current player health 66. Show deck. Current cards in deck 19. Blacksmith. The fire still burned bright. Alchemist Mike. Blacksmith.
How much money do we have
Current cards
here?
in deck. Player health 66. Player gold 33.
We have 33 gold, so we don't have a lot of money. So I think I don't think we even have enough money to upgrade our cards. I don't know why we have so little money.
Player health 66.
We have a lot more money, but it looks like we did not get very much money.
Show deck. Current
So
cards
we'll
in
have to
deck.
visit
19.
the blacksmith along the way. I'd love to get a card. Let's check and see if there's anything good. I wish I had a cursed puzzle box because that'd be a good opportunity to start swapping cost.
Blacksmith. The fire. Alchemist Mike potions are. Rykindle in this shabby and looks more like a makeshift infirmary.
We're just going to go ahead and tick off.
Settings. Rykindle in this shabby and looks more like a makeshift infirmary. Rykindle in the Rykindle. 20 gold. Lead. Exploration. Show deck. Current. Consul Evelyn, the commander of
there
Rykindle
she
Fortress.
is.
Marybeth Evelyn Another advent. Marybeth Evelyn Another advent. I'm here to help.
Let's get our quest going.
Marybeth Evelyn glad to. What happened to these recruit? Marybeth Evelyn. Continue. Marybeth Evelyn. So who are the missing soldiers? Marybeth Evelyn. All of the missing soldiers
Yeah,
were
we're
part of our
going to
recent
take the
reinforcements.
core
The consul
journey,
pauses, tapping
because
her desk
I
as if
am
hesitant
not.
to continue.
I do not believe I am strong enough and playing well enough to do something more difficult and challenging. I'd love to take the Vesper Mansion because I can get a little bit more gold,
Continue.
but we're not going to go that way.
Marybeth Evelyn. Most of them continue. Marybeth Evelyn. I wish. Where should I look? Marybeth Evelyn. The outs. I'll investigate these. Marybeth Evelyn. Glad to hear it. War. Lead. Exploration.
We're
Show
going to
deck.
just
Current
take
cards in deck. 19.
the Crimson Bandits out. We'll get 75 gold from that. Hopefully we'll have enough to do the blacksmith, and then we'll start getting into enchantments with Balder if we're able to.
Blacksmith. The fire still burned bright inside the work. Rykindle in this shabby and looks more. Leave area. Leave Rykindle and venture forth. Rekindle gates as you not yet. Lee, I am red. Show Eastern Blightwoods. Core.
Yeah, we'll go
Travel
to
the dense and
Eastern
thorny woodlands.
Blightwood.
Grove of the Dying Star. Tribes Eastern Blightwoods. Show deck. Press to
I
continue.
would do Growth of the Dying Star, but I usually do that on my Hunter or my Seeker because they're stronger.
Eastern Blightwoods east of the Weeping Woods lay the Blightwoods. Deal with the bandits. 5 Crimson Collector Hall. Who goes there? Deal with the bandits. 5
All right,
period.
let's see
Console
how-
Evelyn wants you to investigate the disappearance of
I'm gonna
several
let you-
recruits.
you're gonna get to
Whispers of
see how
desertion
this
that led you into
deck
the
works.
exploration. Show deck.
It's got
Current
a
cards in
little
deck. 19.
bangable. It gets a little bangy. It can bang a little bit, but it is a slow, kind of methodical play. I don't care if my challenge decks are slow. I just like the fun. I like the complexity of them. That's what really is what draws me into the challenges. I mean, if I want to bang it out, I'll bring out the Rockstar Hunter. I'll destroy it. You know, my Hunter is just unbelievably powerful. And if I want to be tricky, I play my Seeker. My Seeker's very elusive. I just recently finished off my Seeker tree. My Seeker's up to 42, level 42. And I also unlocked all portraits. So yeah, my Seeker's my first maxed out character. And now I am attempting to max out some of my other characters. And I'm also trying to max out the Sunforge talent tree and max out the Eclipse talent tree. So there's lots of new talent trees, folks, if you haven't had a chance to. Log in every day. It's a good chance to earn some free Fate Shards. So yeah, not Fate Shards. Yeah, it is Fate Shards, isn't it? So yeah, log in every day. You'll get what you need. Is it Fate Shards? What's a Fate Shard? I think it's just Fate Shards. Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been out in the sun all day.
Shrine A strange statue stands out from its surroundings.
All right.
Opportunity treasure. Traps or treachery away.
My rule is shrine, but opportunities get you money.
Strange carving, opportunity
So I'm gonna
treasure.
take
Traps or treachery
opportunity
away.
first.
The stew you find yourself before roaring bonfire. Skulls and bones char in the unnatural heat.
This time I'm
A
gonna
cast iron pot
drink
hangs
it.
above the fire. Inspect the stew. Kick the pot over.
I'm gonna
Inspect the stew.
I'm gonna
Extrude
drink
the blazing
it this
heat beneath the
time
pot scalds your arm
because
as
I'm
the ladle
still
still lingering
trying
inside the
to
bony stew.
learn
A
this
pale light floats to
trick.
the surface before it sinks into the vile brew once more.
I don't know what happens if you drink it. I think you get poisoned, but I'm gonna do it anyway because there's a lot of secrets in Dawncaster I'm trying to unravel.
Kick the pot over.
Mysteries I'm trying to unravel.
Sample the stew. You take 5 damage. The stew bones and meat fill the stew, flavored with pungent garlic. The first bites taste foul, and yet it feels increasingly hard to lay down the grimy ladle, already reaching for another spoonful. Continue eating. Lee. Continue eating. The stew as you raise the ladle again. You barely recall how much you've had already. Reaching down once more into the steaming kettle, only to have the spoon hit the bottom of the cast iron pot and a lingering hunger in your stomach. Ellipsis. Continue. Continue. Card added. Card obtained.
Oh, it's a
Vampirism.
card.
Life 2. Deal
It
0
makes
damage.
us a
Add damage equal to your foe's
vampire.
bleeding. 0. Bloodlust. Life drain. Corrupted action.
Oh, that's what it
life
gives
drain.
you. I
Cards with life drain
forgot.
restore health. Health equal to the damage they deal. Bloodlust. Bloodlust requires the enemy to have the bleeding affliction.
This might be okay a card to have. I know the card vendor does not like this card.
Vampirism. Life 2. Deal 0 damage. Add damage equal to your foe's bleeding. 0. Bloodlust. Life drain. Corrupted action. Rare. Life drain. Cards with life drain restore health. Health equal to the damage they deal. Bloodlust. Bloodlust requires the enemy to have the bleeding affliction.
So we can, if they're bleeding,
Vampirism. Life 2.
can
Deal
suck
0
up their
damage.
life.
Add
So
damage
this is
equal to your
actually a
foe's
good
bleeding.
card.
0. Bloodlust.
This card
life drain.
will work well.
Corrupted vampirism. Life
this card will
exploration.
work well in
Use
our
weapon
deck.
powers.
And
Character
now
info.
we're at 20 cards. So now we have to be really careful because we are only supposed to have 24 cards max in this deck. So we need to be careful not to add too many more cards.
Player gold 33. Enemy aura. First settings. Crimson tracker. Opportunity treasure. Alchemist my opportunity treasure.
go to
Traps or treachery away.
opportunities.
Blood moon rises.
Oh, God.
Enraging all enemies
Everybody's
in the area.
after
Rest
me.
at a campsite to allow the blood moon to
Blood
pass.
Moon means everyone's going to get more angry. So now we have to go to a camp to reset Blood Moon.
Lead. Exploration. Player gold 33. Opportunity treasure. Traps or
Another
treachery.
one.
Opportunity
I like
treasure.
to go through these all.
Fallen soldier A skeleton in highly oxidized yet impressive
Ooh,
armor
this
sits
guy's
against a
gonna
nearby
give me
tree trunk.
armor.
As you walk
I
past,
want this.
an idol, inspect the armor.
So this guy has armor. You could take
Fallen
it off
soldier,
of
you
him.
recognize the armor as belonging to the still. Salute the warrior. Take the armor.
We'll take your
Fallen
armor,
soldier,
dude.
you carefully remove the armor from the skeleton, but despite your best efforts, the dusty bones collapse as soon as you relieve it of its rusty carapace. Continue. Card added. Card obtained. Vampirism. Life 2. Heavy armor.
Heavy
STR1.
armor is a
This combat.
great
Gain 5 armor at the
enchant.
start of the turn. Enchantment. Rare. Armor. When dealt damage, take 1 less damage per stack of armor. Armor fades at the start of the turn. Unique. You can only play 1 card with this name for combat. All enchantments are unique.
This is a great card to enchant with Baldur.
Exploration. Settings.
We have
Area
21
status. Blood moon.
cards,
Enemies gain 1
which
anger at
means
the end
we
of
can
the
only
turn.
have 3
Visit a
more
campsite to allow the moon to
cards.
pass. Settings. Area status. Alchemist my post. Strange carving. Shrine A strange statue
Oh,
stands out
there's
from
a
its surroundings.
shrine. Let's take that.
Shrine A strange Shrine of Melancholy, the stone face of an old sailor stares. Shrine of Melancholy, the stone face of an old sailor stares out into the starry night. At its feet, a plaque reads, "Hope anchors the soul." Examine the shrine.
I forgot what this melancholy does.
Shrine of Melancholy. The shrine adds memorize to a card.
Okay,
Cards with
memorize.
this property get shuffled
Really
to the top of your
good.
deck at the start of combat.
Let's find a good card to memorize. Yeah, this was a great card. This is a great shrine.
Examine the shrine. Memorize a card.
Let's memorize
Select
a card.
card.
What
Big
card?
Eater. STR1. This combat. Conjure a random ingredient at the start of your turn. You are immune to stun. Enchantment. Rare. Sated. Whenever you reach 10 sated. Gain stun. Fades at the end of your
This
turn.
might be a
Unique.
good
You can only play
card
one
to
card with this name for
memorize.
combat. All enchantments are unique.
But
Block.
we're
Neutral
wasting
1.
it.
Gain 3 armor. Action. Big Eater.
We're
STR1.
wasting
This
it
combat.
if
Conjure
we
a random
wind up
ingredient at the start of your turn.
enchanting
Block. Neutral 1. Choice card. STR1. Chop him up. STR2. Deal. Chop him up. STR2. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral. Cleavers. Neutral. Cleavers. Neutral. Gilded Gauntlets. Neutral 1. Activate to gain
Could
random
go
blessing
Gilded
stats equal to
Gauntlet.
this
It's a
card's
good
durability.
card to start
3
off
durability.
with.
Ground pound. STR1. Enter shattering.
This
Stands
is
and inflict 2
another
for every
good
card you've drawn.
memory
0.
card.
Action. Common. Heavy armor. STR1. This no soothe. STR1. Gain 1 anger and draw savagery. STR1. This combat gain STR whenever you deliver a crushing strike. Surge of strength. Gain STR and 1 health.
And it's also
Action.
good to start
Common.
off with energy. So I think I'm going to memorize my energy cards because that way I always start off the battle with a lot more energy.
Savagery. Surge of strength.
Let's make that
Card modified.
memorize.
Vampirism.
Always a
Life
good
2.
choice.
Deal 0 damage. Shrine of Melancholy. The shrine seems to bleed. Exploration. Settings. Area status. Blood moon.
Yeah, your
Enemies
energy
gain 1 anger at the end
cards
of their
can be
turn.
very
Visit a campsite to
useful.
allow the moon to pass. Settings. 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 Area status. A crimson tracker there. You strange carving strain. Campsite. A brief rest. Enemy aura.
Okay,
First
we
strike.
got
This creature attacks.
campsite.
First in combat.
I think I will campsite and remove my block because I don't need 2 block. I'm going to be changing my blocks to thick skin.
Campsite. A brief respite. Campsite. A brief. Campfire. A
let's
campfire. A
go
warm fire and
ahead and
remove a card.
Let's
Select card.
remove.
Big Eater. STR. Block. Neutral 1.
remove
Card
a lot.
removed. Card destroyed.
Now we're down to
Exploration.
20
Settings.
cards.
Settings. Settings. Strange carding. Crimson tracker. There you are. Crimson collector hall. Who goes there?
Let's
Enemy aura.
let's
First
deal
strike.
with the
Crimson collector hall.
collector because
Who
it's
goes
kind
there?
of dangerous.
Enemy gains first
Get
strike
rid of the
enchantment.
hard
Enemy
people
gains spell
first.
taxes enchantment. Fury added to your deck. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Bulwark. You take 4 damage. Your turn.
He's kind of hard, so I like to try to
Surge of
get rid
strength.
of him as soon
Gain
as I
STR
can.
and 1 health. Memorize. You heal 1 health. Warpaint. STR1. Ground pound. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Savagery. Ground pound. You gain shattering stance enchantment. Enemy gain 12 brittle cleavers. Neutral 1. Savagery. You gain savagery enchantment. Heavy armor. STR1. I don't have enough energy. Player status. Savagery. Heavy armor. Cleavers. New character info. End turn.
Got a good setup.
Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards. Reckless slam. You take 7 damage. Your turn. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 2 brittle stacks. Character info. No soothe. Choice card. STR.
Let's go for no
You
soothe.
gained 1 anger stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Gilded gauntlets. Neutral 1.
And
Cleavers.
Gilded
Neutral
Gauntlet
1.
up.
Deal star 3 star damage. Frenzy. Chop him up. Cleavers. Player status. Savagery. This combat. Player status. Shattering stance. When player status. Anger. Stacks 1 player status. Gilded gauntlets. Stacks. You gain 3 ward stacks.
There we go. Nice little protection against his effects. And so now we kind of have our deck all set up to do as much damage as we can, but it takes a little bit to get started.
Choice card. STR1. Deals. I don't have enough energy. Character info. Choice card.
think we're
STR.
out of
Character
energy.
info. End turn. Player energy.
Yeah, we're out of energy.
End turn.
Let's end our turn. So 3
Enemy
turns
turn.
to kind
End
of
turn.
get started here.
Enemy playing cards. Reckless slam. You take 5 damage. Bulwark. You take 4 damage. Your turn.
We should be good now
Enemy
to
gained 2
start
brittle
hitting
stacks.
them.
Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 2 brittle stacks. Character info. Vampirism. Life 2. Deal star 1 star damage. Add damage equal to Surge of Strength. You heal 1 health. Thick skin. STR1. You gain 5 armor stacks. Chop him up. STR. Player status. Savagery. This combat game. Player status. Shattering stance. Whenever you draw. Player status. Anger. Stacks 1. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. You gain 2 reflect stacks. Vampirism. Life 2. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal star 3 star damage. Chop him up. STR. You gain chop him up in
I like to start
Enemy
off
takes
with
38 damage.
chop it
Enemy
up.
takes 3
See how
damage.
much damage?
Enemy takes 3 damage.
28 damage on the first hit. So I really love Chop It Up.
Vampirism. Life
Now,
2. Deal star 1 star damage. Add damage
because
equal to your
I
foe's
get
bleeding.
food
0.
items,
Bloodlust.
up
Life
to
drain.
3 of them,
Corrupted
I gotta
action.
use those.
Rare. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Spicy acid. You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gain 2
Spicy
poison
acid
stacks. You gain
gives
1
him
sated
poison.
stacks. Sharp leaves. 1 use.
Sharp
Inflict 2
leaves
bleeding.
gives
Enemy
him
gain 2 bleeding
bleed.
stacks. You gain 1 sated stacks. Vampirism. Bonus. Cleavers. Neutral.
If I get
Smoldering ribs.
Smoldering
1 use.
ribs
Inflict
gives
2
him
Enemy gain
burn.
2 burning stacks. Enemy takes 2 damage. You gain vampirism. Cleavers. Player status. Player status.
And if
Shattering
there's
stance.
also
Whenever you draw a
card
card,
that,
inflict brittle equal to its cost.
gives
You
me
are immune to
anger.
pin. Player status. Savagery. This player status. Shattering stand. Players cleavers. Neutral. Vampirism. Bonus. Life 2. Deal star 1 star damage. Add damage equal to your foe's bleeding. 2. Bloodlust. Life drain. Corrupted action.
Let's see,
Rare.
let's just play
Life drain.
vampirism.
You take 2 damage. Enemy takes 3 damage. You heal 3 health. Enemy takes 2 damage.
That's cool. We actually gained a +1 health for that. So vampirism isn't a bad card for us.
Character info. Cleavers. Neutral. Player status. Savagery. Cleavers. Character info. End turn. Player energy. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Reckless Slam. Enemy takes 1 damage. You block the damage. Enemy takes 6 damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. Your turn. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. 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 Character info. Big Eater. STR1.
Let's get Big
you
Eater
gain Big Eater
up.
enchantment.
Now we'll get an ingredient at the beginning of each turn.
Cleavers. Neutral 1. Ground pound. STR. Fix.
And
Enemy
we'll
gained 10 brittle
ground
stacks.
pound again.
Player status. Big Eater. Thick skin. STR1. Gain 5 armor. I don't have enough energy. Player status. Big Eater. Player status. Savagery. Player status. Shattering stance. Whenever. Player status. Anger. Stacks 1. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. You gained 1 rally stacks.
Nice.
Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal star 3. I don't have enough energy.
Oh, we're out of energy.
Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards. Reckless Slam. Enemy takes 1 damage. You take 2 damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. Your turn. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 2 brittle stacks. Character info. Sharp leaves. 1 use. You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gained 2 bleeding stacks. You
2
gained 1 faded
bleeds.
stacks. Choice card. STR1. No soothe. Bonus.
And
STR1.
we'll give
You
him
gained 1
no
anger
suit.
stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. Enemy gained 2 brittle stacks. Fury. Gain 1 anger.
give
Take
him
1 damage.
Fury.
You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 2 brittle stacks. You heal 3 health.
And there's my heal.
Vampirism. Bonus. Life 2. Deal star 4 star damage. Add damage equal to your foe's bleeding.
Ooh,
3. Blood loss.
nice.
Life drain. Chop him up. STR2. Player status. Cooking. Chop him up. Vampirism. Heavy armor. STR1. This combat. Gain 5. Vampirism.
Let's go for
You take 2 damage.
vampirism.
Enemy takes 7 damage. You heal 7 health. Enemy takes 3 damage.
That is sweet. We healed quite a bit. That's like a net 5 heal.
Heavy armor. STR1. You gain heavy armor enchantment. Chop him up. STR2. I don't have enough energy. Choice card. STR1. Deals. I don't have enough energy. Cleavers.
Yeah,
Neutral
I'm out
1.
of energy.
Deals. I don't have enough energy. Character info. End turn.
The bad
End
thing
turn.
is I use all
Enemy
these
turn.
these
Enemy playing cards.
strategy
Crimson
cards.
Knuckles. You take 4 damage. You gain 3 bleeding stacks. You lose -3 gold. Full work. You take 4 damage. You take 3 damage. Enemy gain 4
Yeah,
armor
but
stacks.
he's gonna die
Next.
because I put so many debuffs on it.
Player gold 30. Enemy status. Player gold. Character info. Next. You gain 8 gold. Skip rewards. Enemy status. Seismic slam. STR2.
Seismic
Deal 8 damage.
slam, no.
Gain STRS. Living fort. STR1.
Living
gain fortified.
fort.
The next time you take damage, gain an equal amount of armor. Action. Uncommon. Fortified. Your armor doesn't fade at the start of next turn.
That's a good card, actually. I've never seen that card before.
Seismic. Living fort. STR1. Gain fortified. The next time you take damage, gain an equal amount of armor. Action. Uncommon. Fortified. Your armor doesn't fade
Wow,
at the start
that's
of next
really
turn.
cool. And that could last the whole entire battle. So we're going to seriously consider that card. That's a very powerful armor card. And we get bonus points for armor cards in this deck.
Test of faith. Take damage equal to your energy, then convert it to holy. If you are oathbound,
No,
draw a card.
no holy
Divine
stuff
action.
today.
Add seismic slam to deck. Add living fort to deck.
We're going to put Living Fort in our deck. That seems really
Exploration.
cool.
Settings.
We're going to make it strong.
Settings. Crimson tracker. There you are. Opportunity treasure. Opportunity treasure.
Let's
Traps
get
are
rid of these.
treachery
Let's do these opportunities.
Entrepreneurial imp and imp flies up to you and flutters around. Entrepreneurial imp and imp flies up to you and flutters around your head. Card. Walker by card. Yes.
Don't want any random cards.
10 gold. Buy a rand. Take 10 damage. Buy a rand. Shoo the imp away.
No.
Exploration.
No
Use
random
weapon powers.
cards.
Rated weapon. Use
My
your weapon
deck's
power to
getting
inflict
full.
bleeding equal to your enemy aura. First player gold 38. Character info. Use weapon powers. Show deck. Current player health 38. Show deck. Use weapon. Character info. Player gold 30. Enemy aura. First crimson tracker. There you. Enemy aura. And mini boss matriarch. Strange carving. Strange settings.
Let's go.
Strange carving. Strange mark. Mini boss matriarch. Daisy runner. Enemy aura. Enraged. Start. Mini boss matriarch. Strange carving. Strange marks are settings. Strange carving. Strange marks are carved onto banded markings. You spot some. Follow the trail. Follow the exploration. Player gold 38. Enemy or player gold 38. Character info. Use weapon powers. Show deck. Player health. Show deck. Current cards in deck. 21. Use weapon power. Character info. Player gold 38. Enemy aura. And campsite. A brief respite. Mini boss matriarch. Daisy runner up in the right and the camel talking tree. You hear faint mumbling coming from settings.
Let's go
talking
for
mini boss matriarch. Daisy run. Campsite. A brief respite from the perils of that. A campfire. A warm fire and relative sake. Remove a card. Heal 20%.
Heal
you heal
up.
16 health. Exploration.
Get our
Player gold
heals
38.
up a little bit.
Enemy aura. And rate settings.
I'm trying to get enough money to maybe try to do another blacksmith. Actually, I'd like 100 gold to show for the shop, because trying to get that chef card would be great.
Settings. Mini boss matriarch. Crimson bloodhound. A demonic hound is on your trail. Talking tree. You hear faint mumble. Crimson bloodhound. A demonic hound is on your trail. Enemy gains enraged enchantment. Enemy gains bloodsent enchantment. Fury added to your deck. Your turn. Surge of strength. Gain SDR and 1 health. Memorized. Action. Common. War pain. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. War pain. War pain. STR. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Living fort. STR1. Gain fortified. You gain fortified enchantment. You gain living fort enchantment. No soothe. STR1. Gain 1. War pain. STR. No soothe. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Gilded gauntlets. Neutral 1. Character info. No suit. STR1. You gained 1 anger stacks. Player status. Living Fort. Gain 4 to 5. Player status. Player status. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Character info. Cleavers. Player status. Living Fort. Gain 4 to 5.
We got a good
the next
setup.
Time, player status. 4 to 5. Your player status. Gilded gauntlets. Stacks 3. You gain 3 anger stacks.
Ooh, we're gonna be angry this time.
Cleavers. Neutral. Player health 56. Show deck. Player enter. End turn. Enemy turn. End turn.
I need to refill my
Enemy
coffee.
playing cards. Blood bite. You take 4 damage. You gain 4 armor stacks. Enemy heals 4. Enemy gained 1 anger stacks. Your turn. End turn. Cleavers. Player status. Enemy status. Enraged. Press for detailed enemy status. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. Player status. Player status. Gilded gauntlet. You gain to regenerate stacks.
Okay.
Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal with heavy armor. STR1. This combat. You gain heavy armor enchantment. Chop him up. STR2. Choice card. STR1. Player status. Heavy armor. Choice card. Chop him up. Chop him up. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Character info. Cleavers. Chop him up. STR2. I don't have enough energy. Chop him up. STR. Choice card. STR1. Enemy takes 5 damage. Select card. Party flank.
Party
1 use. Gain 2 health.
So
Tarnish.
the party
Gain
flank
STR.
is a great
Ingredient.
card.
Common.
If you have
Sated. Whenever you reach
benevolence
10
to
sated.
it, it's
Gain
really
stun.
good.
Demon's tail. Life. Sharp leaves. 1
Sharp
use.
leaf
Inflict
gives
2
him
bleeding.
2
Garnish.
bleed.
Inflict Demon's tail. Life 1. 1 use. Shuffle out.
Demon
Fury into your deck.
gives you a
Garnish.
fury.
Your next party flank.
Let's go for
1
party
character
flank.
info.
I like to heal.
Cleavers. Chop him up. Chop him up. Party flank. You gain cooking enchantment. You heal 2 health. You gained 1 sated stacks. End turn. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards. Blood bite. You take 1 damage. Enemy heals 1. Enemy gained 1 anger stacks. Your turn. You gain 5 armor stacks. End turn. Character in cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral. Thick skin. Bonus. You gain 5 armor stacks. Savagery. STR1. You gain savagery enchantment. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral. Big eater. STR1. I don't have enough energy. Player status. Savagery. Big eater. Cleavers. Big eater. Player status. Player status. Heavy armor. This player status. Gilded gauntlets. You gained 1 evasion stacks. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Player health 53. Show deck. Player energy. End turn. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards. Blood bite. You block the damage. Enemy gained 1 anger stacks. Your turn. You gain 5 armor stacks. End turn. Character in ground pound. STR. You gain shattering stance enchantment. Enemy gain 10 brittle stacks. Vampirism. Life 2. Deal 0 damage. Add damage. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Fury. Gain 1 anger. You gain 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You heal 3 health. Cleavers. Bonus. Vampirism. Life 2. Deal star 1 star damage. Cleavers. Bonus. Choice card. STR1. Player status. Shattering stance. Choice card. STR1. Player status. Savagery. Player status. Cooking. Stacks 1. Player status. Heavy armor. This player status. Armor. Stacks 5. Player status. Anger. Stacks. Enemy status. Enrage. Player status. Shattering stance. Cleavers. Bonus. Vampirism. Life 2. Cleavers. Bonus. Enemy takes 14 damage. Enemy takes 3 damage. Enemy gain 3 bleeding stacks. Cleavers. Bonus. Enemy takes 3 damage. Enemy takes 3 damage. Enemy gain 3 bleeding stacks. Enemy takes 3 damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. Player status. Shattering choice card. STR1. Deal. I don't have enough energy. Vampirism. Character info. End turn. Character. Vampirism. Bonus. Life 2. Deal star 1 star damage. Add damage equal to your foe's bleeding. 4. Bloodlust. Life drain. Corrupted action. Rare. Life drain. Character info. End turn. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Blood bite. You take 2 damage. Enemy heals 2. Enemy gained 1 anger stacks. Your turn. You gain 5 armor stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 2 brittle stacks. Character info. Fury. Gain 1 anger. Take war pain. STR1. Shuffle. Fury. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. You heal 3 health. Cleavers. Bonus. Cleavers. Bonus. Chop him up. STR2. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Character info. War pain. STR1. Cleavers. Bonus. Cleavers. Bonus. Chop him up. STR. Player status. Shatter. Chop him up. You gain chop him up enchantment. Enemy takes 8 damage. Enemy takes 4 damage. Next. Next.
Not bad. Got some good hits.
Character info. Next. You gain 5 gold. Skip rewards. Enemy status. Prayer. Gain holy. Bury a card. Divine action. Common. Bury. Removes the top card of your deck from combat. Holy.
We won't be
Holy energy.
using
Holy
any
can be spent on
holy in
powerful
this
divine
deck.
cards. Barbarism. STR2. This combat. Add a fury to your discard pile at the start of turn. After you play a fury, gain 1 rally. Enchantment. Uncommon. Rally. Whenever your
This
opponent plays a
one's
card,
good if you
gain health
play a
equal
lot
to your
of
rally.
fury.
Then lower your rally by 1. You need.
I'm not
You can
gonna
only
play
play 1
this
card
one,
with
though.
battle broth. Create an ingredient. Whenever you enter a stance,
Oh, this is
return this to hand.
good.
Charges. 5/5.
Battle Broth is
Action.
really cool.
Common.
I played a deck one time. I had like 5 Battle Broths in it. It was so broken. But again, it doesn't do anything else unless you really know how to play stance dancing. If you're going to stance, Battle Broth can be sick.
Barbarism. Battle broth.
I'm going to
Create an
add.
ingredient.
I'm going to
Whenever you
add
enter a
1
stance,
Battle Broth.
add prayer to add barbarism to deck. Add battle broth to deck.
1 or 2 are fine for me.
Exploration. Settings. 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 Blacksmith the fire still burned. Crimson tracker, there you are.
How much money do I
enemy
have?
aura. First strike. Player gold 43.
I don't have enough to do a blacksmith. So sad.
Enemy aura. First strike. This
Anyway,
creature
I
attacks.
want to buy a
First in
good
combat.
card. I actually want to buy a chef's card, so I'm not going to do the blacksmith.
Settings. Blacksmith the fire still. Crimson tracker, there you are. Boss been looking for you. Campsite a brief respite. Crimson tracker, there you are. Boss been looking for you. Enemy gains first strike enchantment. Fury added to your deck. Enemy turn. Enemy status. Enemy playing cards. System. Falcon added to your deck. Your turn. Warpaint. STR1. Shuffle 3 Fury cards. Surge of Strength. You heal 1 health. Heavy armor. STR1. This combat. You gain heavy armor enchantment. Thick skin. STR1. You gain 5 armor stacks. Player status. Heavy armor. The cleavers. Neutral 1. Warpaint. STR1. Character info. End turn. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Riftless. You block the damage. System. Falcon added to your deck. Your turn. You gain 5 armor stacks. Character info. Surge of Strength. You heal 1 health. No soothe. STR1. You gain 1 anger stacks. Vampirism. Life 2. Battle broth. Create an ingredient. Whenever you enter a stance. Spicy acid. You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gain 2 poison. You gain 1 sated stacks. Gilded gauntlets. Neutral 1. Activate to gain a vampirism. Life 2. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Player status. Cooking. Stacks 1 when at player status. Heavy armor. This combat. Player status. Armor. Stacks 5. Player status. Anger. Stacks 1 in player status. Sated. Stacks 1. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. You gain 3 anger stacks.
Oh yeah, nice.
Vampirism. Life 2. Deals cleavers. Neutral 1. Player status. Cooking. Cleavers. Vampirism. Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards. System. Enemy takes 1 damage. Falcon added to your deck. Your turn. You gain 5 armor stacks. Character info. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral. Big Eater. STR1. You gain Big Eater enchantment. Ground Pound. STR. You gain Shattering Stance enchantment. Enemy gain 10 brittle stacks. Cleavers. Neutral. Cleavers. Chop him up. STR2. Battle broth. Create an ingredient. Whenever you enter a stance. Player status. Shattering. Salty femur. You gain 2 armor stacks. You gained 1 sated. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Character info. End turn. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Riftless. Enemy takes 1 damage. You block the damage. Your turn. You gain 5 armor stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle 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 stacks. Enemy gained 2 brittle stacks. Character info. Spicy acid. Enemy gained 2 poison stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Cleavers. Neutral. Cleavers. Savagery. STR1. This combat gain ST. You gain Savagery enchantment. Player status. Savagery. This combat gain SDR whenever you deliver a crushing. Player status. Shattering stance. Player status. Big Eater. This player status. Heavy armor. This player status. Anger. Stacks 4. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. You gain 2 anger stacks. Living Fort. STR1. You gain Fortified enchantment. You gain Living Fort enchantment. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Chop him up. STR. You gain Chop him up enchantment. Enemy takes 24 damage. Enemy takes 8 damage. Enemy takes 8 damage.
So that was 40 damage right there. Sweet, right?
Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Unknown meat. 1. You gain cooking enchantment. You gained 1 sated stacks. Salty femur. 1. You gained 2 armor stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Party flank. You heal 2 health. You gained 1 sated stacks. Player status. Gilded Demon's Tail. Life 1. You take 1 damage. You gain cooking enchantment. Fury added to your deck. You gained 1 sated stacks. Cleavers. Bonus. Neutral 1. Deal start. Cleavers. Bonus. Player status. Gilded Cleavers. Enemy takes 8 damage. Enemy gain 3 bleeding stacks. Character info. Player gold 43. Character info. Next. You gain 6 gold. Skip rewards. Enemy stat. Prayer. Gain holy. Stone Nova. STR1. Gain 2 armor. Avenger's Choice. Neutral 1. Conjure Forged in Blood. If holy was spent, conjure a Forged in Fire instead. Charges. 1/1.
So those Nova
Action.
cards,
Uncommon.
they need to make
Forged
them
in Blood.
a little
Create a battle spear.
stronger. I
Upgrade all
think
on-tempered cards for
they're-
each damage you took since last round. Damage taken last turn. Forged in
The
Fire.
Nova cards
Create
are a
battle
little
spear.
weak. They
Upgrade all
need
on-tempered
to.
cards for each
I
health you
think
gain
they
this turn.
should
Healing turn.
double their damage a little bit. They're a little weak.
Stone Nova. Prayer. Enemy status. Enemy status. Enemy status. Player gold 49. Character info. Skip rewards. Exploration. Use weapon powers. A rated weapon. Use your weapon power to inflict bleeding equal to your level. Enemy aura. Settings. Talking tree. Blacksmith the fire still burned right in. Crimson tracker. There you are. Boss been looking for you. Enemy gains first strike enchantment. Fury added to your deck. Enemy turn. Enemy status. Enemy playing cards. Camouflage. Enemy gained 1 evasion stacks. System. Falcon added to your deck. Your turn. Enemy stat. Surge of Strength. Gain SDR. Character info. Surge of Strength. You heal 1 health. Warpaint. STR1. Shuffle 3 Fury cards to chop him up. STR2. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Surge of Strength. You heal 1 health. Character info. Warpaint. STR. Chop him up. ST. Cleavers. Neutral. Enemy status. First. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Chop him up. You gain Chop him up enchantment. Enemy has evaded this attack. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy status. First strike. Press for detailed enemy information. Enemy status. Salty femur. 1. You gain cooking enchantment. You gain 2 armor stacks. Warpaint. STR1. Character info. Warpaint. Cleaver. Salty femur. You gain 2 armor stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Warpaint. STR. Cleavers. Neutral. Player status. Cooking. Cleavers. Warpaint. Character info. Warpaint. Cleavers. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Character info. End turn. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Camouflage. Enemy gained 1 evasion stacks. Your turn. End turn. Character info. Ground pound. STR. You gain shattering stance enchantment. Enemy gained 10 brittle stacks. Heavy armor. STR1. You gain heavy armor enchantment. Cleavers. Neutral. Player status. Heavy armor. This combat. Player status. Shattering stance. Player status. Cooking. Stacks 2 when adding a third ingredient. Enemy status. First strike. Player status. Heavy. Vampirism. Life 2. Deal 0 damage. Add. Savagery. STR1. This cleavers. Neutral 1. Player status. Heavy armor. Cleavers. Savagery. You gain savagery enchantment. Vampirism. Character info. End turn. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Rifleblist. You take 4 damage. Camouflage. Enemy gained 1 evasion stacks. Your turn. You gain 5 armor stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle 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 stacks. Character info. Big Eater. STR1. You gain Big Eater enchantment. Living Fort. STR1. You gain Fortified enchantment. You gain Living Fort enchantment. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Player status. Living Fort. Cleavers. New Cleavers. New choice card. STR1. I don't have enough energy. Character info. End turn. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Rifleblist. You block the damage. Your turn. You gain 5 armor stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 2 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Character info. Demon's Tail. Life 1. You take 1 damage. Fury added to your deck. You gain lay in wait enchantment. You gained 1 sated stacks.
See, what's good about the Demon's Tail, it gives me Fury, which means I took a damage, so my cleavers will double attack. But also, it can give me lay in wait, so my next attack will be a critical. My next basic attack will be a critical strike.
Thick skin. STR1. Gain 5 armor. Chop him up. STR2. Cleavers. Bonus. Battle broth. Create an ingredient. Whenever you enter a stance. Player status. Lay in wait. Smoldering ribs. You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gain 2 burning stacks. You gain Gilded Gauntlets. Neutral 1. Activate character info. Gilded Gauntlets. Neutral 1. Activate to gain character info. Gilded Gauntlet. Thick skin. Bonus. STR1. Gain 5 armor. Chop him up. STR2. Thick skin. Bonus. Chop him up. Cleavers. Bonus. Neutral. Player health 56. Show deck. Player energy. STR. End turn. Character info. Thick skin. Bonus. Chop him up. Cleavers. Bonus. Player status. Gilded Gauntlets. You gain 3 haste stacks. Player enemy status. First strike. Request for detailed enemy information. Enemy status. First. Player status. Gilded Gauntlets. Stacks with thick skin. Bonus. STR1. Player health 56. Show deck. Current cards in deck. 2. Player energy. STR. End turn. Character info. Thick skin. Chop him up. Cleavers. Bonus. Chop him up. Cleavers. Player status. Cleavers. Bonus. Neutral 1. Enemy takes 24 damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy gain 3 bleeding stacks. End turn. Character info. Thick skin. Bonus. I chop him up. I don't have enough energy. Thick skin. You gain 7 armor stacks. Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards. System. Falcon added to your deck. System. Falcon added to your deck. Player energy. Enemy takes 2 damage. Your turn. You gain 5 armor stacks. Player energy. End turn. Character in party flank. 1 you heal 2 health. You gain 1 sated stacks. Fury. Gain 1 anger. Fury. Gain 1. Fury. Gain 1 anger. Take 1 damage. Draw a card. Thick skin. Bonus. Player status. Sated. Thick skin. Bonus. Gain Fury. A Fury. Fury. No soothe. Bonus. Gain 1. You gained 1 anger stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Fury. Gain 1. Fury. Gain 1. Character info. Fury. 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 Thick skin. Bonus. Living Fort. Gain Fortified. You gain Fortified enchantment. You gain Living Fort enchantment. Fury. Gain 1. Player status. Player status. Player status. Fury. Cleavers. Thick skin. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal star 5. Thick skin. Bonus. Fury. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You heal 3 health. Cleavers. Fury. Cleavers. Player status. Armor. Player status. Sated. Stacks 1 whenever. Player status. Anger. Stacks 4. Player status. Living Fort. Gain. Player status. Fortified. Your armor doesn't fade at the start of next turn. Player status. Cooking. Stacks 2 when. Player status. Big Eater. This combat. Player status. Savagery. This combat. Player status. Heavy armor. This combat. Player status. Shattering stance. Whenever you. Player status. Gilded Gauntlets. Stacks. You gain 2 haste stacks. Fury. Gain 1 anger. Take 1 damage. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. You heal 3 health. Character info. Fury. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. You take 1 damage. You heal 3 health. You gained 1 bleeding stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Cleavers. Bonus. Fury. Gain 1 anger. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You heal 3 health. Choice card. Deal star 11. Chop him up. STR1. Warpaint. STR1. Player status. Gilded. Warpaint. Chop him up. STR1. Deal star 9 star damage. You gain chop him up enchantment. Enemy takes 13 damage. Enemy takes 3 damage. Character info.
Alright, we leveled up.
Next.
Let's see what we got.
Pick a talent. Reroll button for Tough Bones.
So what are we looking for? Tough Bones is already good start. You're looking for anything that increases your healing. That is really the only way to survive. Anything that increases your armor, anything that makes you immune to stuff and damage. And of course, if you get a super card, like a really, really good improvement to your weapons. But remember, your cleavers are not your they're great, but they're not the end of the world. They're like not the most important thing to have. It's all about utility in our cooking deck here.
Select tough bones. You are immune to being dazed and stunned.
This is a good card. This means that Daisy can't hurt us. So immunity to dazed and stun is super important.
Reroll button for fast recovery. Select fast recovery healing from inns, campfires, and priest always heals you to your full health.
This is really good. That's a great thing. That means we only need one heal to get back up to max. And great for challenge runs is to be able to heal up to max. Headhunter and this one are really good.
Reroll button for solid steel. Select solid steel at the start of combat. Gain 3 armor and fortify.
This is really good. We'll have another 3 armor. That'll give us a total of, if we enchant that one card, we'll have 8 armor at the start of each turn. And adding our thick skins, we'll have 14 armor, making us really untouchable.
Select solid steel at the start of combat. Gain 3 armor and fortify.
And fortified means the armor will carry over to the next turn without dissipating. Super. These are all really good so far.
Reroll button for solid steel. Select fast recovery healing from inns, campfires, and priest always heals you to your full health.
I might go for that one.
Reroll button for fast recovery. Select tough bones. You are immune to being dazed and stunned.
This is super good. Being stunned is no fun, as we talked about before. I rhymed. There is no bad card in this pick. Again, not being stunned is great.
Reroll button for fast recovery. Select fast recovery healing from inns, campfires, and priest always heals you to your full health.
Might go for that. I think I'm going to go for the max heal from campsite.
Reroll button for fast recovery.
Let's re-roll the others.
Select fast. Reroll button for solid steel. Select solid steel at the start of combat. Gain 3 armor and fortify. Reroll button for solid steel.
Let's re-roll that
1 rerolls remaining. Select repetition whenever you play a card with the same name of a card you've already played this turn. Gain 1 momentum. Reroll button for repetition. 0 rerolls remaining. Select collector whenever you add a card to your deck. Gain 5 health and 5 gold.
Okay. We didn't get anything good, so let's take the...
Select fast recovery. Select tough bones. You are immune to. Select fast recovery healing from inns, campfires, and priest always heals you to your full health.
Let's take that one. It's really good.
Gain 4 gold. Skip rewards.
It's very powerful.
Enemy status. Seismic shield. STR1. This combat. Whenever you shuffle a card into your deck, gain 3 armor. Enchantment. Uncommon. Unique. You can only play 1 card with this name per combat. All enchantments are unique. Astonishade. STR1. Gain armor equal to your foe's stagger. 0. Enter stone stance. Action. Common. Brace for impact. STR1. Gain 4 armor. If the enemy is holding an attack, gain 8 armor instead.
Nothing
Action.
really great.
Common. Astonish. Size. Enemy status. Enemy status. Enemy stat. Player health 65. Show deck. Skip rewards. Exploration.
I didn't see anything
Use
great.
weapon powers. A rated weapon. Use your weapon. Alchemist. My potions are at least 47%. Player gold 53. Alchemist. My Crimson Cannoneer. Just talking tree. You hear faint mumbling coming from a
Let's
nearby
go
tree.
for-
Crimson Cannoneer. Just hold still. Will you?
Let's get rid of the Cannoneer.
Setting. Enemy gains 30 enchantment. Enemy gain 2 armor stacks. Fury added to your deck. Your turn. Enemy status. Sturdy. At the start of Warpaint. STR1. Shuffle 3 Fury cards to Surge of Strength. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Surge of Strength. Gain STR and 1 health. You heal 1 health. Living Fort. STR1. Gain Fortif. Savagery. STR1. This combat gain STR whenever you deliver a crushing strike. Choice card. STR1. Deal 4 damage. Chop him up. STR2. Enemy status. Sturdy. Chop him up. You gain chop him up enchantment. Enemy has blocked this attack. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. Living Fort. STR1. Gain Savagery. STR choice card. STR1. Salty Femur. You gain cooking enchantment. You gain 2 armor stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Smoldering player status. Cooking. Smoldering ribs. Enemy gained 2 burning
That's
stacks.
a good card.
You gained 1 sated
Burn
stacks.
works really well against the Cannoneer.
Living Fort. STR1. Savagery. STR1. This combat. Choice card. STR. Player status. Cook. Choice card. STR. I don't have enough energy. Savagery. Living Fort. Character info. End turn. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy gain 2 armor stacks. Enemy playing cards. Low cannon. Enemy takes 2 damage. Your turn. End. Character info. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Surge of Strength. Gain. You heal 1 health. Gilded Gauntlets. Neutral 1. Big Eater. STR1. This combat. Conjure a random ingredient at the start of your turn. You gain Big Eater enchantment. Player status. Big Eater. Cleavers. Cleavers. Character info. Cleaver. Player status. Big Eater. This player status. Cooking. Stacks. Player status. Gilded Gauntlets. You gain 3 reflect stacks. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal 2 damage. Frenzy. Attack again and inflict. Cleavers. Neutral. Player status. Big Cleavers. Character in. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy gain 2 armor stacks. Enemy playing cards. Light the fuse. Enemy takes 2 damage. Your turn. End turn.
Now, if I could just kill him here.
Character info. Unknown meat. 1 no suit. Cleavers. Neutral. Ground pound. Vampirism. Life 2. Heavy armor. ST. Player status. Big eater. This player status. Cooking. Stacks 2. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. You gain 2 rally stacks. Unknown meat. 1 use. Create an ingredient. You gain 1 sated stacks. Cleavers. Neutral. Ground pound. STR. You gain shattering stance
That's a good
enchantment.
start.
Enemy gain 12 brittle stacks.
Combos coming together.
Heavy armor. STR. Demon's tail. Life 1. You take 1 damage. You gain cooking enchantment. Fury added to your deck. You gained 1 sated stacks. Player status. Cooking. Chop him up. STR 2. Heavy armor. STR 1. Vampirism.
Let's go
Life 2.
for
Heavy. Chop him up.
Chop it up.
You gain chop him up enchantment. Enemy takes 12 damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy takes 2 damage.
16 right there.
No suit. STR 1. Gain 1 anger and draw cleavers. Neutral 1. Vampirism. Life 2. Deal cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal 2 damage. Vampirism. Heavy armor. STR 1. Smoldering rids. Enemy gained 2 burning stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Smoldering rids. Enemy gained 2 burning stacks. Enemy takes 6 damage. You gained 1. No suit. STR 1. Cleavers. Neutral. Vampirism. Light. Heavy armor. STR. Party flank. 1. You gain cooking enchantment. You heal 2 health. You gained 1 sated stacks. No suit. STR 1. Cleavers. Neutral. Vampirism. Heavy armor. Player status. Cooking. Stacks 1. Player status. Shattering stance. Player status. Big eater. This combat. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. Stacks 1 activate to gain a random blessing with stacks equal to this card's durability. Player status. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. Stacks 1 activate to gain a random bless. No suit. STR 1. Gain 1 anger. I don't have enough energy. Character info. No suit. STR. Cleavers. Neutral. Vampirism.
Didn't get
Life 2.
anything
Deal
good.
0 damage. Add damage equal to your foe's bleeding. 0. Bloodlust. Life drain. Corrupted act. Heavy armor. STR. Player status. Cooking. Stack. Heavy. Vampire. Cleavers. No suit. Character info. End turn.
Well, it took the damage,
Enemy gain
but
2 armor
it's
stacks.
fine.
Enemy playing cards. Low cannon. Enemy takes 6 damage. Your turn.
We
Enemy
might be
gained
able
1
to
brittle
kill him
stacks.
right
Enemy
here.
gained 1 character info. Unknown meat. 1 use. Create an you gained 1 sated stacks. Fury. Gain 1 anger. Take 1. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You heal 3 health. Battle broth. Create an ingredient. Whenever you enter a stance, return this to hand. Sharp leaves. 1. Enemy gains 2 bleeding stacks. Enemy gains deep wound enchantment. 1. Ellipsis. You gain party flank. You gain cooking enchantment. You heal 2 health. You gained 1 sated stacks. Cleavers. Bonus. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Bonus. Neutral. Cleavers. Bonus. Thick skin. Bonus. STR. Player status. Cooking. Stacks 1. Player status. Shattering stance. Whenever. Player status. Big eater. This combat. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. Stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. Player status. Route. Cleavers. Bonus. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Bonus. Cleavers.
All right, we
Enemy
killed
takes
with
6
these
damage.
2 cleavers.
Enemy gained 3 bleeding stacks.
And we
Enemy
did.
takes 2 damage. Character info.
Very good.
Player gold 53. Character info. Next. You gain 5 gold. Skip rewards. Enemy status. Lunging strike. STR 1. Deal 5 damage. Enter static. Swift strike. Deal 3 damage. Sunder. Life 1. Your next basic attack inflicts a critical hit.
That's
Return
a
this
good
to hand when you
card,
enter a stance.
actually, Sunder.
Action. Common. Critical hit. Critical hits deal double damage. Stances. Stances are special fighting techniques that can be adopted for
But
various cards.
we're looking
Only 1
for
stance can be
cooking.
active at 1 time.
Sunder is a great card because it activates your cleavers, but we're not looking for the easy way out here. We're looking for cooking cards here.
Swift strike. Lunging strike. Enemy status. Enemy status. Player gold 58. Character info. Skip rewards.
And it doesn't really give us any bonuses for our
Exploration.
deck.
Use weapon power. Serrated weapon. Use your weapon power to inflict enemy aura and settings. Alchemist, my coach. Bandit looter. This mini boss matriarch. Enemy aura. Enraged. Start of turn. Gain 1 anger. Mini boss matriarch. Daisy runner up. Bandit looter. This oblivious bandit carries a large box.
Let's take on the
Enemy gains
bandit.
enraged enchantment. Enemy gains wealthy enchantment. Fury added to your deck. Your turn. Warpaint. STR 1. Shuffle 3 Fury cards to your discard pile. Then draw a card. Surge of Strength. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Cleavers. Neutral. Surge of Strength. You heal 1 health. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal. Cleavers. Neutral. Savagery. STR 1. This combat gain STR whenever you deliver. Choice card. STR 1. Enemy status. Enraged. Choice card. Enemy takes 5 damage. Select card. Smoldering Rids. Demon's Tail. Life 1. 1 use. Shuff. Party flank. 1 use. Character info. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Enemy status. Enraged. Start. Party flank. 1. You gain cooking enchantment. You heal 2 health. You gained 1 sated. Cleavers. Neutral. Character info. Cleavers. Cleavers. Neutral. Savagery. STR 1. Player status. Cooking. Savage. Cleavers. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Character info. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal 2 damage. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Savagery. STR 1. This combat gain STR whenever you deliver a crushing strike. You gain savagery enchantment. End turn. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Potion of Vitality. Enemy heals 3. Quick fingers. You take 1 damage. You lose -5 gold. Enemy gained 1 anger stacks. Your turn. Character info. Heavy armor. STR 1. This combat. Gain 5 arm. Living Fort. STR 1. Gain cleavers. Neutral. Chop him up. STR 2. Cleavers. Neutral. Player status. Savage. Cleavers. Chop him up. Click. You gain chop him up enchantment. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. Demon's Tail. Life 1. 1 use. Shuffle Fury into your deck. Smoldering Rids. Enemy gained 2 burning stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Player status. Savagery. Demon's Tail. Life 1. Demon's Tail. Life 1.
There's going to be a lot of Demon's
Fury into
Tail,
your deck.
but I really
Garnish.
don't
Your
need
next action.
those.
Cleavers. Neutral. Cleavers. Living Forward. Heavy Armor. Character Info. End turn. Player Energy.
And I don't have any energy to use them anyway.
End turn. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards. Potion of Vitality. Enemy heals 3. Whack. You take 4 damage. You gain 2 vulnerable stacks. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy gained 1 anger stacks. Your turn. End turn. Character info. Chop him up. STR2. Battle broth. Create an ingredient. Whenever you enter a stand. Big Eater. STR1. This combat. Ground pound. STR1. And sharp leaves. 1 use. Inflict. Enemy gained 2 bleeding stacks. Enemy gains deep. 1. Ellipsis. You gained 1 sated stacks. Character info. Chop him up. STR2. No suit. Big Eater. Ground pound. Player status. Vulnerable. Stacks 2. Player status. Savagery. This. Player status. Sated. Stacks 1. Enemy status. Enraged. Start. Player status. Chop him up. STR. No. You gain chop him up enchantment. Enemy takes 2 damage. 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 Big Eater. STR1. This combat. Conjure a random ingredient at the start of your turn. I don't have enough energy. Ground pound. STR1. Smoldering ribs. You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gained 2 burning stacks. You gained 1 spicy acid. Enemy gained 2 poison stacks. You gained 1. No suit. STR1. Gain 1 ang. Big Eater. STR1. Ground pound. STR. Sharp leaves. Enemy gained 2 bleeding stacks. 2. You gained 1 sated stacks. No suit. STR. Big Eater. Ground pound. Player status. Player status. Savagery. This player status. Sated. Enemy status. Enraged. Start of enemy status. Wealthy. This creature card. Enemy status. Player no player health 75. Show deck. Player end turn. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy gain 2 bleeding stacks. Enemy playing cards. Quick fingers. Enemy takes 1 damage. You take 4 damage. You lose -5 gold. Fiery potion. Enemy takes 1 damage. You take 5 damage. You gained 1 burning stacks. Enemy takes 4 damage. Enemy gained 1 anger stacks. Your turn. End turn. Character in vampirism. Bonus. Life 2. Deal 0 damage. Add damage equal to your foe's bleeding. 5. Bloodlust. Life drain. Corrupted action. You take 2 damage. Enemy takes 5 damage. You heal 5 health. Enemy
That's
takes
cool.
5 damage.
Got a +3 health on that.
Cleavers. Bonus. Neutral. Cleavers. Bonus. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Character info. Gilded gauntlets. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Bonus. Cleavers. Bonus. Player status. Burning. Stacks 1. Player status. Vulnerable. Stack. Player status. Savagery. This. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. You gain 3 haste stacks. Cleavers. Bonus. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy takes 4 damage. Enemy gain 3 bleeding stacks. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy takes 3 damage. Player status. Burn. Cleavers. Bonus. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy gain 3 bleeding stacks. Enemy takes 5 damage.
There we
Next.
go.
Show deck. Next. You gain 13 gold. Skip rewards. Enemy status. Retaliate. STR1. Deal 5 damage. Gain STR and interrupt if you were hit with a melee action last turn. Lunging strike. STR1. Kitchen raid. STR1.
Oh, there we
Create
go.
An ingredient.
Kitchen raid.
Frenzy. Create 2 more. Action.
Yes, that's what we're looking for. Cooking cards. So that's a ching.
Lunging. Kitchen raid. STR1. Create. Add retaliate. Add lunging strike. Add kitchen raid to deck.
Take that. That's what we're
Exploration.
looking for.
Setting.
Because I can take
Settings.
the easy cards. I can take the really easy warrior cards, but I'm looking for kitchen cards.
Campsite A brief respite from the perils of adventure. Player health 70. Show deck. Current cards in deck. 23.
We have 23 cards. We can have 1 more card, and we're saving it for something from our local merchant.
Use weapon power serrated weapon. Character info. Campsite A brief respite from the perils of player gold 61. Campsite A brief. Shine A strange statue stands up. Talking tree you hear faint mumbling. Shine A
Let's
strange
go for
statue stands out from its
shrine.
surround. Shine of evolution. The marbled statue greets you with a lopsided smile. It's one handle. Examine the shrine. Transform a card. Examine the shrine. Shrine of evolution. The shrine allows you to transform a card into a different card of the same color and upgraded rarity.
Oh, that's cool. So we can upgrade a card.
Transform a card. Lead. Transform a
Let's
card.
see if we
Select
have any
card.
cards
Battle
worth
Rock.
transforming.
Create an ingredient. Big Eater. STR1. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral. Gilded gauntlets. Neutral 1. Ground pound. STR1. Heavy armor. STR1. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Gilded gauntlets. Ground pound. Heavy armor. Kitchen raid. Living Fort. STR1. Gain fortified. The next time you take damage, gain an equal amount of armor. Action. Uncommon. Fortified.
This one
Your armor
might be
doesn't fade at
good
the
to
start of next turn.
upgrade.
No suit. STR1. Savagery. STR1. This combat gain STR whenever you deliver a crushing strike. Enchantment. Rare. Crushing.
This one
Crushing
needs an
requires a card to deal
upgrade.
10 or more damage. Unique. You can only surge of strength. Gain STR and 1 surge of strength. Thick skin. STR. Vampirism. Life 2. Deal 0 damage. Add damage equal to your foe's bleeding. War pain. STR1. War pain. Vampire. Thick skin. Surge of strength. Surge of strength. Savagery. STR1. This combat gain no suit. STR1. Living Fort. STR1. Gain fortified. The next time you take damage, gain an equal amount of armor. Action. Uncommon. Fortified. Your armor doesn't fade at the start of next turn. No suit. Savagery. STR1. Surge of strength. Savagery.
Let's
STR1.
upgrade
Select card.
Savagery.
Reckless Frenzy.
Needs some
STR1.
help.
This turn. Conjure a foot fight. STR1. This
Oh,
turn.
that's a new
Whenever you
one.
take damage, create a random ingredient. Action.
Oh,
Legendary.
cool.
Sated. Whenever you reach 10 sated. Gain stunned. Fades at the
This
end of
is
your turn.
cool. It's a perfect food card.
Reckless Friend. Foot fight. STR1.
Food
This turn.
fight.
Whenever you take damage, create a random ingredient.
That's a great video
Action.
game, by the way.
Legendary. Sated. Whenever you reach 10 sated, gain stunned. Fades at the end of your turn.
That is an awesome arcade game. If you've never played Food Fight at the arcade, you have not lived yet. It is an amazing game. Rick is very cheeky because he knows that is a very famous arcade game.
World Breaker. STR1. Deal 0 damage. On draw, double the next damage this card deals. Melee action. Legendary. On draw. On draw effects trigger whenever the card is drawn from your deck. Food Fight. World Breaker. STR1. Deal 0 damage. On draw, double the next damage this card deals. Melee action. Legendary. On draw. On draw effects trigger whenever the card is drawn from your deck.
This card could basically conceivably build up to infinite proportions. So, because it doubles next draw. So, and it doesn't say it goes back down. So, technically with World Breaker, this card could get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Wow.
World Breaker. STR1. Deal 0 damage. On draw, double the next damage this card deals. Melee action. Legendary. On draw. On draw effects trigger whenever the card is drawn. Food Fight. STR1. This turn. Whenever you take damage, create a random ingredient.
But we're going to
Action.
go for food
Legendary.
because that's what
Sated.
we're here to
Whenever
do.
you reach 10 sated, gain stunned.
And
Fades
this
at
is
the
a
end of your turn.
legendary food card, so we're going to take Food Fight. That's definitely a double cha-ching.
World Breaker. World Breaker. STR. Food Fight. STR. Card added. Card obtained. Vampirism.
Now
Light
we
2.
need to
Deal 0
start
damage.
getting
Add
rid
damage
of
equal to your foe's
cards
bleeding.
now because
Shine of
we're at
Evolution. A
our-
statue hungrily accepts the card
we're at
before it
our
vanishes.
maximum
After a moment,
cards.
it opens a clenched fist, revealing a brand new card. Lead. Exploration.
We're gonna try
Character
to get
info.
rid of some
character,
cards
Character
now.
info. Talking tree, you hear faint mumbling coming from a nearby tree. Settings. Campsite a brief. Alchemist, my potion. Talking tree, you hear faint mumbling coming. Alchemist, my potions are at least 47%
Let's
safe.
just get rid of the Alchemist.
Teresa Blackbrew, well, hello there. Buy a potion. 20 gold. Chain. 35 gold. Lead.
We don't need
Exploration.
anything.
Character info. Enemy aura and rate. Settings. Mini boss matriarch. Campsite a brief rest. Blacksmith, the fire still burned bright inside the workshop. Enemy aura enraged. Blacksmith, the fire still
We're
burned
not
bright
going
inside
to
the
do
workshop.
Blacksmith.
Regular Fireborn A sturdy man. 20 gold. 30 gold. 50 gold. Upgrade. Lead. Exploration.
We're not doing
Character
Blacksmith.
Info. Enemy aura and rate. Settings. Mini boss matriarch. Campsite a brief respite from the perils of adventure.
I think we should probably take on the little dog. But we can be stunned in days because we didn't choose that option.
Talking tree, you hear faint. Campsite a brief. Mini boss matriarch. Settings.
What's her health?
Enemy aura enraged. Player health 70.
We're not doing too bad.
Enemy aura enraged. Settings. Mini boss matriarch. Campsite a brief respite from the Talking tree, you hear faint mumbling coming from a near. Enemy aura enraged. Talking tree, you hear. Campsite a brief respite from the
Let's
perils
see
of
if we
adventure.
can kill Daisy.
Mini boss matriarch days. Settings. Settings. Mini boss matriarch Daisy runner up into the bright
Hopefully.
little. Enemy gains enraged enchantment. Enemy gains bloodsent enchantment. Fury added to your deck. Your turn.
Oh,
Enemy
I
war game.
should have took
STR1.
the,
Shuffle 3 fury cards to your discard pile. Then
I
draw
should
a
have
card.
took our special.
Memorize. Action. Enemy status. And press for detailed enemy information. Enemy stat. War pain. STR1. Shuffle. Surge of strength. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Food fight. STR1. This turn. Whenever you take damage, you gain food fight enchantment. Gilded gauntlets. Neutral
Oh,
1.
when
Activate
we
to gain a
take-
random blessing with stats
Oh,
equal to this
this
card's durability.
turn,
3 durability.
okay.
Equipment.
I should
Rare.
play this
Blessing.
when I have a lot of
beneficial effects such as
Furies.
regenerate. Focus or chain. You player status. Food
When
fight.
I
This turn. Whenever you take
basically
damage,
that's a
create a
card
random
that
ingredient.
works with Furies.
Enemy status. Enraged. Start of turn. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. Neutral 1. Character info. End turn. Character in cleavers. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Player status. Food fight. This player status. Gilded gauntlets. Enemy status. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. You gain 3 barrier stacks. Cleavers. Neutral 1. I don't have enough energy. Character in end turn.
Okay, I learned to play that
End turn.
card
Enemy
better
turn.
now.
Enemy playing cards. Blood bite. You take 4 damage. Enemy heals 4. Enemy gained 1 anger stacks. Your turn. End turn. Character in kitchen raid. STR1. Create an ingredient. Frenzy. Create 2 more. No soothe. STR1. Vampirism. Life 2. Deals no soothe. You gained 1 anger stacks. Living Fort. STR1. Ground pound. STR1. Enter shattering. You gain shattering stance enchantment. Enemy gain 12 brittle stacks. Player status. Shattering stance. Whenever player status. Gilded gauntlets. Stacks. You gain 2 evasion stacks. Kitchen raid. STR1. Create an ingredient. Vampirism. Life 2. Living Fort. STR1. Thick skin. STR1. I don't have enough energy. Player status. Shattering. Thick skin. Living Fort. Vampirism. Kitchen raid. Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards. Blood bite. You block the damage. Blood Howl. You gain 5 Doom stacks. Enemy gains Blood Howl enchantment. Thrashing. You block the damage. Enemy gained 1 anger stacks. Your turn. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. 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 Character info. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Heavy armor. STR1. This combat. You gain heavy armor enchantment. Big Eater. STR1. You gain Big Eater enchantment. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Character info. Cleavers. Neutral. Cleavers. New player status. Doom. Stacks 2 at the end of player status. Big Eater. This combat. Player status. Heavy armor. This combat. Player status. Shattering stance. Whenever player status. Gilded gauntlets. You gain 1 ferocity stacks. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal 2. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Player status. Doom. Cleaver. Cleaver. Character info. End turn. You take 2 damage. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards. Thrashing. You take 5 damage. Blood bite. You take 6 damage. Enemy heal 6. Enemy gained 1 anger stacks. Your turn. You gain 5 armor stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 2 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 2 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Character info. Demon's Tail. Life 1. 1 use. You take 1 damage. You gain cooking enchantment.
Now it's
Fury
time to
added to your
start
deck.
hitting.
You gained 1 sated stacks. Chop him up. STR2. Chop him up. Cleavers. Bonus. Cleavers. Bonus. Player status. Cooking. Stacked. Player status. Big Eater. This combat. Player status. Heavy armor. This player status. Shattering stance. Player status. Armor. Stacks. Player status. Sated. Stacks. Enemy status. Enraged. Player status. Cooking. Choice card. STR1. Player health 54. Show deck. Player energy. End turn. Character. Choice card. Chop him up. Chop. You gain chop him up enchantment. Enemy takes 25 damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. Cleavers. Bonus. Cleavers. Bonus. Smoldering ribs. Enemy gained 2 burning stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. And no meat. 1 use. Create an ingredient. You gained 1 sated stacks. Fury. Gain 1 anger. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. You heal 3 health. Choice card. STR1. Deal start. Chop him up. STR2. Cleavers. Bonus. Cleavers. Bonus. Smoldering ribs. You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gained 2 burning stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Battle broth. Create an ingredient. Whenever you enter a stance,
I got him on the ropes
Charges,
now
5/5.
because I'm pulling
Action.
off a
Common.
6 17 card combo here, and that's the key to this game, pulling off the longest combo you can.
Player status. Cooking. Stack. Party flank. You heal 2 health. You gained 1 sated stacks. End turn. Character info. Choice card. STR. Character in. End turn. Player energy. End turn. Character in. Choice card. STR. Enemy takes 6 damage. Select card. Sharp leaves. 1 use. Inflict 2 bleeding. Demon's Tail. Life 1. 1 use. Spicy acid. 1 use. Inflict 2 poison. Garnish. Lose all your sated and Demon's Tail. Life 1. 1 use. Shuffle. Chop him up. STR2. Deal star 3 star damage 3. Player status. Demon's Tail. Life 1. You take 1 damage. Fury added to your deck. You gain lay in wait enchantment. You gained 1 sated stacks. Player status. Enemy status. Enraged. Press for detailed enemy info. Enemy status. Enraged. Player status. Lay in wait. Chop him up. STR2. Deal. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Demon's Tail. Life 1. 1 you. You take 1 damage. You gain cooking enchantment. Fury added to your deck. You gained 1 sated stacks. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Player status. Cooking. Cleavers. Cleavers. Neutral. Chop him up. STR2. Character info. Chop him up. I don't have enough energy. Cleavers. Neutral. I don't have enough energy. Chop him up. Character in. End turn. End turn.
That was a nice 12 card combo right there.
Enemy playing cards. Bloodhall. You gain 5 doom stacks. Enemy gains Bloodhall enchantment. Thrashing. You take 1 damage. Enemy takes 4 damage. Enemy gained 1 anger stacks. Your turn. You gain 5 armor stacks. Enemy gained 2 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Character info. Sharp leaves. 1. Enemy gained 2 bleeding stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Fury. Gain 1. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You heal 3 health. Cleavers. Bonus. Neutral 1. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Kitchen raid. Bonus. STR1. Character info. Fury. Gain 1. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You heal 3 health. Cleavers. Bonus. Demon's Tail. Life. You take 1 damage. Fury added to your deck. You gained 1 sated stacks. Sharp leaves. You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gained 2 bleeding stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Player status. Cooking. Living fort. STR1. Gain. And no meat. 1 use. Create. You gained 1 sated stacks. Smoldering ribs. Enemy gained 2 burning stacks. Enemy takes 6 damage. You gained 1 sated stacks. Vampirism. Bonus. Life 2. Deal star 4 star damage. Cleavers. Bonus. Neutral 1. Living fort. STR. Player status. Living fort. Cleavers. Vampirism. Character info. Vampires. You take 2 damage. Enemy takes 11 damage. You heal 11 health. Enemy takes 4 damage.
That was a nice heal. Boy, that was a nice heal. Net 9. Net 9 hit points heal.
Living fort. STR1. Gain fortified. The neck. Cleavers. Bonus. Character info. Cleavers. Bonus. Enemy takes 3 damage. Enemy takes 3 damage. Enemy gain 3 bleeding stacks. Enemy takes 3 damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. Player status. Big E. Living fort. STR. Character info. Living fort. You gain fortified enchantment. You gain living fort enchantment. Player status. Player status. Fortified. Player status. Big eater. Player status. Heavy armor. This player status. Shattering stance. Whenever you draw a player status. Armor. Stacks 5 when dealt damage. Take 1. Player status. Sated. Stacks 5 whenever. Player status. Anger. Stacks 2. Enemy status. Enraged. Player status. Living fort. Gain fortified. Player health 68.
Not bad. We've actually drawn our health up.
Show deck. Current player energy. End turn.
About 8-10 points.
Enemy turn.
8-10 hit
Enemy
points.
playing cards. Bloodhall. You gain 5 doom stacks. Enemy gains Bloodhall enchantment. Thrashing. You take 2 damage. You gain 2 armor stacks. Enemy takes 6 damage. Enemy gained 1 anger stacks. Your turn. You gain 5 armor stacks. Enemy gained 2 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 2 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks.
Daisy's not usually much of a match for the warrior, but when you play your other squishier classes, ugh,
Character info.
she could be nasty.
Sharp leaves. 1. You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gained 2 bleeding stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Fury. Gain 1. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. You heal 3 health. Chop him up. STR2. Deals thick skin. Bonus. Fury. Gain 1. You gain 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You heal 3 health. Chop him up. STR Fury. Gain 1. You gain 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. You heal 3 health. Thick skin. Bonus. Food fight. STR1. This turn. Whenever you take damage, create a random ingredient.
Forgot to put
Action.
food fight
Legendary.
in there.
Sated. Fury. Gain 1 anger. Food fight.
Let's put that
You
in
gain
there.
food fight enchantment.
Now let's see if we can make the food fight combo work.
Player status.
I'm
Food
not
fight.
used
This
to
turn.
that
Whenever
card.
you
It's
take damage,
brand
create a
new. It's
random
an
ingredient.
Eclipse card. I don't know that card, so I'm getting used to it.
Fury. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You heal 3 health. Chop him up. STR. Chop him up. Thick skin. Bonus. And no meat. 1 use. Create. You gained 1 sated stacks. Cleavers. Bonus. Sharp leaves. 1. Enemy gains 2 bleeding stacks. Enemy gains 2
I
wound
love
enchantment.
food
1.
fight.
Ellipsis. You gain. Chop him up. STR. Chop him up. Thick skin. STR. Demon's tail. Life 1. You take 1 damage. You gain cooking enchantment. Fury added to your deck. You gained 1 sated stacks. Smoldering ribs. Enemy gained 2 burning stacks.
It
You
just
gained 1
keeps
sated
giving me
stacks.
so many cards.
Chop him up. STR. Chop him up. Thick skin. Bonus. Cleavers. Bonus. Player status. Cooking. Cleavers. Thick skin. Chop him up. Chop him up. Character info. Chop him up. I don't have enough energy. Character info. End turn.
Love
turn.
these combos.
Enemy turn. Enemy gained 1 bleeding stacks. Enemy playing cards. Thrashing. You take 1 damage. Blood Howl. You gain 5 doom stacks. Enemy gains Blood Howl enchantment. Enemy takes 8 damage. Enemy gained 1 anger stacks. Your turn. You gain 5 Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. 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 Character info. End turn. Character and no meat. 1 use. Create an ingredient. Guard. You gained 1 sated stacks. Fury. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. You heal 3 health. Ground pound. STR1. Cleaver. Enemy gained 12 brittle stacks. Demon's tail. Life 1. You take 1 damage. You gain cooking enchantment. Fury added to your deck. You gained 1 sated stacks. Fury. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. You heal 3 health. No soothe. Bonus. You gained 1 anger stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. Cleavers. Bonus. Battle broth. Create an ingredient. Whenever you enter a stance, return this to hand. Cleavers. Bonus. Fury. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You heal 3 health.
My Fury game is off the charts.
Cleavers. Bonus. Player status. Cooking. Stacks 1 when. Player status. Big eater. This player status. Heavy armor. This player status. Shattering stance. Whenever you. Player status. Armor. Stacks 5. Player status. Sated. Stacks 2. Player status. Anger. Stacks 5. Enemy status. And rate. Player status. Cooking. Stacks 1. War pain. STR1. Shut. Cleavers. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Cleavers. Party flank. You heal 2 health. You gained 1 sated stacks. Choice cut. STR1. Player status. Choice cut. Enemy takes 35 damage. Select card. Enemy takes 9 damage.
A
Sharp
choice
lead.
cut did
1 wound.
35
Inflict 2 bleeding.
damage. That's so
Garnish. Inflict a
nasty.
deep wound. Smoldering ribs. Smoldering ribs. Sharp leaves. Salty femur. 1 use. Sharp leaves. 1 use. Character info. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Cleavers. Sharp leaves. Enemy gained 2 bleeding stacks. 2. Ellipsis. You gained 1. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral. Player status. Big eater. Cleavers. I don't have enough energy. Cleavers. Cleavers. The character info. End turn. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy gained 2 bleeding stacks. Enemy playing cards. Blood bite. You take 5 damage. Enemy heals 5. Blood bite. You take 10 damage. Enemy heals 10. Enemy takes 8 damage. Enemy gained 1 anger stacks. Your turn. You gain 5 armor stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Character info. Salty femur. You gain cooking enchantment. You gain 2 armor stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Cleavers. Neutral. Ground pound. STR. Fury. Enemy gained 10 brittle stacks. Fury. Gain 1 anger. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You heal 3 health. Cleavers. Bonus. Cleavers. Bonus. Fury. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 2 brittle stacks. You heal 3 health. Chop him up. STR2. Player status. Cooking. Chop him up. I don't have enough energy. War pain. STR1. Shuffle 3 cleavers. Bonus. Enemy takes 20 damage. Enemy gained 3 bleeding stacks. Enemy takes 12 damage. Character
Yeah, I
info.
had him on the ropes the whole fight. So the enemies get what I call is a bit of a rampage. If you don't kill them with a certain number of turns, they start unleashing some of their super abilities. And you have to be aware of that. Just if you're farming them for hit points or farming them for like experience, tutorial kind of learning, or you're just trying to see what abilities they have, yeah, you got to be careful of when they kind of get infuriated, and they will just start pounding you like crazy.
Player gold 61. Character next. Show deck. Current player health 69.
Not bad. I lost a little health playing around with them, but I like to take it systematically, take away all their options, and then get so strong that there's really nothing they can do.
Enemy status. Settings. Enemy status. Enemy status. Enemy stat. Player health 60. Show deck. Current cards. Next.
Let's see
You
what
gain
we
9 gold. Skip rewards.
We're looking for more cooking cards. We have a couple cards to get rid of. So
Enemy status. Lust for battle. STR1. Fury grants extra anger for each attack card held by your foe. 0. Add 2
Oh,
Fury
that's
cards to your
pretty
discard
cool.
pile. Action. Uncommon. Fury. Gain left brace. Card
another
plus
Fury
1 right brace
card.
anger. Take 1 damage. Draw a card.
that's really nice. This is a great Fury edition card, but we're not really looking for Fury, though we're using a lot.
Spellbind bracers. Neutral 1. Activate vengeful assault. Neutral 1. Deal 6 damage. If spellbind lust for battle. STR1. Fury grants extra anger for each attack card held by your foe. 0. Add 2 Fury cards to your discard pile. Action. Enemies lust for battle. STR1. Fury grants extra anger for each attack card held by your foe. 0. Add 2 Fury cards to
Well,
your
this
discard
is
pile.
good if your
Action.
opponent has
Uncommon.
a bunch of
Fury.
anger
Gain left
cards.
brace. Card value.
This
Plus 1 right
card's
brace
gonna
anger.
make
Take
them
1 damage.
so
Draw a card.
unhappy. I almost want to take this card and drop out that silly armor card because it's not really helping us.
Enemy stat. Lust for battle.
But I'm not
STR1.
going
Fury
to.
grants extra anger for each attack card held by your foe.
I'd
0.
love to
Add
take
2 Fury
it,
cards to your discard pile. Action.
but
Uncommon.
I'm not going
Fury.
to.
Spellbind. Vengeful is spell. Lust.
I'm
enemy
looking
status.
for that
Bleeding.
shop
Stacks 13.
card.
Enemy status. Enemy status. Enemy status. Player gold 70. Character info. Skip rewards. Show deck. Skip rewards.
We need
Exploration.
100 gold
Use
to
weapon
get the
powers.
card
Rated
I'm
weapon. Use your
looking
weapon
for.
power to dead end and obstacle block. Settings. Campsite aid brief. Talking tree. You hear faint mumbling coming from a nearby. Dead end and obstacle blocks your path. Talking tree. You hear faint. Campsite aid brief. Respite from settings.
Okay, we didn't get enough money, so we're not going to. We should save him, but I don't want to. I want to save him for when I'm done, because I don't think you can, but I want to save him when you're done, so we'll have enough money to maybe buy a card from him. But we can always buy the cards back at Bright Kindle.
Settings. Campsite aid brief. Talking tree. You hear faint mumbling. Campsite aid brief. Respite from the perils of adventure. Talking tree. You hear faint dead end and obstacle blocks your. Talking tree. You hear faint mumbling coming from a nearby tree. Campsite aid brief. Respite from the perils of adventure.
Let's heal.
Campfire a warm fire and relatives. Remove a card. Heal 20%. Rest. You heal 17 health. You heal 85 health.
There we go.
Exploration.
85
Player gold
health.
70.
Nice.
Talking tree. You hear faint mumbling. Player gold 70. Talking tree. Dead end and obstacle blocks
Yeah,
your
we
path.
have to save him, unfortunately.
Settings.
Maybe he'll have a good cooking card for us. Let's give it a try.
Dead end and obstacle block. Talking tree. You hear faint mumbling coming from a nearby. 3 question marks. 8. Continue. 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 3 question marks. As you circle the suspiciously noisy tree, the noises get louder and louder until you see the bound man squirm. Check the man's boot. Leave him tied up. Start cutting the ropes. Julius Belthorpe. As soon as the man is freed, he huffs indignantly and picks up the feathered hat at his feet. We thank you kindly, stranger. It appears we were, ellipsis, hasty in our decision to take our business to these scoundrels.
So if you take his money, he'll get very mad at you and he will not do business with you. But it doesn't mean that you won't have access to cards. There'll be other people that will offer them to you. But yeah, if you want to take his money, you can.
Continue. Julius Belthorpe. It will turn out to be their loss, which is good news for you, friend.
Maybe
As a
he'll
token of
have
our
a good
gratitude,
card for
we'll
us,
make our
though.
services available to you at a considerable discount. What are you selling?
I tried to get as
Julius Belthorpe.
much
Why?
money as I
Cards,
could.
of course. Where do you get all? Maybe later. Show me your collection.
Let's see what
Refresh
he's got.
stock costs 1 fata shirt. Retaliate costs 10. STR 1. Battle Tree costs 10. Gain SDR and rally. Solid strike costs 10. Seismic shield costs 20. Berserk costs 40. STR 1. Shuffle all your fury. Cards into your prayer costs 10. Gain holy. Sharpening stone costs 20. Neutral 1. 1 use. Upgrade the next basic attack you play by 2.
That's
Grounded
a real
utility.
good card.
Uncommon. Treasure. This card is part of the treasure pool and can be found through various events. Grounded. Grounded cards can't be altered, copied, or imbued.
Sharpening stone can be upgraded and it can become a very powerful artifact level card that can do some pretty broken things. I'll have to do a video on that one to show you how to use it. But there's a whole strategy involved with the sharpening stone. It is epic.
Lacerate costs 10. Dex STR 1. Sharpening stone costs 20. Neutral 1. 1 use. Upgrade the next basic attack you play by 2. Grounded utility. Uncommon. Treasure. Lacerate costs 10. Dex Mojo costs 10. Dex STR 1. Perform 1. Use up to 3 souls to perform an addition. Refresh stock costs 1 fata shirt.
I want to possibly go for the super upgrade combo, but I'd have to get a whole series of things to do. I think I'm going to go for it, and then I'm going to upgrade that card at the Alchemist. So the first thing you do, if you're going to even have a shot at this particular combo, is you need to buy the sharpening stone or obtain the sharpening stone from some treasures throughout the world.
Mojo costs 10. Lacerate costs 10. Sharpening stone costs 20. Neutral
Let's go
1.
ahead and get it.
You lose minus 20 gold.
Now, it's a very cheap card, right? But it leads to something truly magical if I'm able to pull it off. Of course, that means if I don't pull it off this video, I'll keep reminding you in future videos on how to do what I did. And I'll walk you through all the steps. I'll also do a separate playlist with all the really cool tricks I know. There's many more than I know, but I'll walk you through all the ones I know.
Lacerate cost. Mojo cost. Close merchant. Exploration. Character info. Dead end and obstacle block. Settings. Strange carvings. Dead end and obstacle blocks your strange carvings. Strange marks are carved. Bandit markings. You spot some strange. Follow the trail. Exploration. Player gold 50.
Okay, we're almost
Character
there.
info. Use weapon powers. Rated weapon. Show deck. Current. Use weapon power. Character info. Player gold 50. Dead end and obstacle block. Dead end and obstacle block. Bandit camp looks like you found the bandit's hideout.
All right, let me do a quick bio. I'll be right back, and let me refill my coffee, okay? So hang on, and I'll be right back. Alrighty. Got some coffee. Might turn my AC off. It's getting a little cold in here. My very wonderful management company replaced my AC. So now my AC, I feel like I'm living on the North Pole now. I know, my jokes are terrible. You guys love me though. Don't you act like you don't love me. You know my jokes are boomer and old, so that's fine. Old, young, whatever, it's still good, right? But thank you for your patience. Thank you for coming to Game Double Tap, the channel that describes absolutely everything. I am Michael Gray. The game is Dawncaster. The developer's name is Rick Vander Wild. In my description, you can find a link to it, along with other goodies. So feel free to go to the App Store and rate Dawncaster 5 stars. Leave an awesome review with your feedback, constructive, positivity, and don't forget to put in the title Game Double Tap is where you saw the game. That tells Rick Vander Wild and Dawncaster that I'm very serious about entertaining you and collaborating with developers. They are my best friends. So again, thank you very much for putting up with commercials. Thank you very much for liking, the #1 way that YouTube knows that you like these videos and therefore exposes it to other people. Therefore shows it to other people. I don't like that word for some reason today. But yes, welcome to Dawncaster. May I take your order? Yes, let's go. That's why we have the wonderful My Noise music in the background, Bombshell Paris. If you want to know where I get my wonderful sounds from, check out my description. Go to My Noise, BBA. They have some awesome soundscapes. You can build the sounds of your dreams. I'm not sponsored, but they know I love them to death. So yes, check out My Noise. And check out the other people in our community. Folks like Aaron Spelker, Mobile Accessible Games, Jesse Anderson of Illegally Sighted, and other good people in our visually impaired content creator game community. give all those folks an opportunity to entertain you. We would definitely appreciate the pleasure and honor. So, yep, let's get back into it. I think we are probably going to play as long as we can today because all I'm doing is going to dinner later this late afternoon. So I can really play until my phone either says no mas or I get too exhausted. And I've already had lunch, so I have energy. I've got a fresh cup of coffee, so let's get into more of this.
Settings. Bandit camp, dead end and obstacle blocks your dead end and obstacle block, dead end and bandit camp looks like you found
let's
the
deal with
bandit's
the
hideout.
bandit camp.
Bandit den as you search for the next carving. To continue. Bandit den, you follow the increasingly muddy trail. Approach quietly. Charge in.
If you charge in, you'll get one extra battle, which is what I do.
Player, enemy gains wealthy enchantment. Fury added to your deck. Your turn.
I
Enemy
like
status,
to farm
wealthy.
as many
Discrete,
battles
Warpaint.
as possible.
STR1. Shuffle 3. Character info. Warpaint. Surge of strength. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal 2 damage. Gilded gauntlets. Neutral 1. Thick skin. STR1. Gain 5 armor. Vampirism. Life 2. Deal 0. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. Stacks. You gain 3 focus stacks. Vampirism. Thick skin. Cleavers. Neutral. Character and turn. Player energy. STR1. Enter. Character info. Cleavers.
Put
Neutral.
on
Thick skin.
thick skin.
You gain 5 armor stacks.
Thick skin is a cooking card.
Cleavers. Character and turn. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Potion of vitality. Enemy heals 3. Fiery potion. You block the damage. You gained 1 burning stacks. Your turn. End turn. Character info. Sharpening stone. Neutral 1. 1 use. Upgrade
Now,
the next basic attack you play by 2.
we're not gonna
Grounded.
play the
Item.
sharpening
Uncommon.
stone. We're
Treasure.
gonna
This card is part of the
upgrade
treasure
it,
pool and
okay?
can be
So
found through various events.
don't worry.
Grounded.
I'm gonna
Grounded
show
cards
you.
can't be altered. Food fight. STR1. This kitchen raid. STR1. Big eater. Choice card. STR1.
Let's
Player
go
status.
for
Choice card. Big eater.
Big
STR.
Eater.
You gain Big Eater enchantment.
Let's get our deck set up here.
Player status. Burning. Choice card. STR1. Deal 4. Kitchen raid. STR1. Create an ingredient. Food fight. STR. Kitchen raid. Choice. Player status. Burning.
I want to
Stacks
put
1 at the end of
food
the turn.
fight
Take 1 damage per stack of burning.
persistent. I'm going to try to get food fight turned into a persistent card.
Player status. Big Eater. Player status. Burning. Choice card. STR. Enemy takes 5 damage. Select card. And no meat. 1. Sharp leaves. 1. Smoldering ribs. 1 use. Sharp leaves.
Let's
1 use. Inflict 2. Smoldering ribs. 1 use.
smoldering.
Inflict. Character info.
Give him some burn.
Sharpening stone. New player status. Burning. Enemies. Press for detailed enemy information. Enemy status. Player status. Player status. Enemy status. Player health 85. Show deck. Player energy. End turn. Character in. Sharpening stone. Food fight. STR1. Kitchen raid. STR. Smoldering ribs. You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gain 2 burning stack. You gained 1 sated stacks. Sharpening stone. Food fight. Kitchen raid. Player status. Burning. Kitchen raid. Food fight. Sharpening. Character info. End turn.
Kitchen
You
raid's
take 1
another
damage.
good
Enemy
card
turn.
to make
End turn.
persistent.
Enemy playing cards. Quick fingers. You take 1 damage. You lose -5 gold. Enemy gain 3 focus stacks. Potion
I
of
hate
vitality.
when they take my
Enemy heals
money.
3. Enemy takes 2 damage. Your turn. End turn. Character in. Party flank. 1 use. You heal 2 health. You gained 1 sated stacks. Chop him up. STR2. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral. Cleavers. Neutral. Player status. Burning. Stacks 1 at the player status. Cooking. Stacks. Player status. Big eater. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. Stacks 2. You gain 2 reflect stacks. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Chop him up. You gain chop him up enchantment. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. Cleavers. Neutral. Cleavers. Sharp leaves. 1. Enemy gains 2 bleeding stacks. Enemy gains deep wound enchantment. 1. Ellipsis.
Ooh,
You
you
gain
got a
1 sated
nice
stacks.
deep wound. Deep wounds will continue to give him a bleed every turn, and he can't get rid of it.
Sharp leaves. 1. You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gain 2 bleeding stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Character. Cleavers. Cleavers. Neutral. Cleavers. Neutral. Cleavers. And no meat. 1 use. Create. You gained 1 sated stacks. Player status. Burning. Spicy acid. Enemy gained 2 poison stacks. You gained 4 potency stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Cleavers. New character info. Cleavers. New cleavers. New cleavers. New player status. Cleavers. New character info. End turn. Player energy. End turn. End turn. You take 1 damage. Enemy turn. Enemy gained 1 bleeding stacks. Enemy playing cards. Fiery potion. Enemy takes 5 damage. You take 2 damage. You gained 1 burning stacks. Enemy takes 8 damage. Potion of vitality. Enemy takes 5 damage. Enemy heals 3. Enemy takes 6 damage. Your turn. End turn. Character in salty femur. 1 use. You gain cooking enchantment. You gain 2 armor stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Chop him up. STR2. Ground pound. STR1. Enter shattering. Stance at player status. Burning. Ground pound. You gain shattering stance enchantment. Enemy gain 10 brittle stacks. Heavy armor. STR1. Cleavers. Neutral. Chop him up. STR. Player status. Burning. Stacks 2 at the player status. Shattering stance. Whenever you player status. Cooking. Stacks 1 when player status. Big eater. This combat. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. Stacks. You gained 1 haste stacks. Heavy armor. STR1. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal 2. Heavy armor. The character info. Heavy armor. Cleavers. Chop him up. You gain chop him up enchantment. Enemy takes 12 damage. Enemy takes 9 damage. Next.
Easy fight.
Character info. Next. You gain 18 gold. Skip rewards. Enemy status. Chaos Nova. Life 2. Inflict a random of steady strike. STR1. Make a base chasm. STR1. Deal 4 damage. Deals extra damage equal to your foe's
Nothing
stat.
good.
Enemy player health 80. Show deck. Skip rewards.
At least I got a lot of money. A lot of
use weapon
gold.
powers
18
rated
gold
weapon.
is
Use your
really
use
good.
weapon powers rated weapon. Use your weapon power to
All right,
inflict
we
bleeding
got
equal to your level and
the
conjure a life drinker venom potion at the start of next
Garden,
combat.
he's not very hard for the warrior. The warrior outclasses him most of the time. For a casty or a squishy, you're going to have a hard fight. But if you know how to play your deck and you know how your cards work, it won't be that bad. But for a warrior, this is not really a hard fight. It's just don't get behind. And that's the key to most of the bosses. If you get too far behind, they'll lock you out. They're very intelligent. And they have the cards that they need. So
Boss Garden settings.
let's go ahead and take our special.
Boss Garden greets player health 83.
We got 83 health. We're doing so good on health right now.
Player health 83. Show deck. Use weapon powers rated weapon. Use your weapon power to inflict bleeding equal to your level and
Weapon
conjure a
power
life drinker
time.
venom. Boss Garden grieves a fashionable hat sets him a dead end and obstacle blocks. Boss Garden grieves a fashionable hat sets dead setting. Enemy gains sanguine repost enchantment. Enemy gains blood taxes enchantment. Fury added to your deck. Your turn. Enemy
We're
gains
not
6
going
bleeding
to
stats.
use
Life drinker
the
venom.
life drinker
1.
right
1
away.
use. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. War pain. War cleavers. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Fury added
We'll
to your
save
deck.
it for near the end when we need to See, the key to life drinker is use it when you're about to end the fight so you get your health all back.
Sharpening stone. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Vampirism. Bonus. Life 2. Deal 0 damage. Enemy status. Sanguine repose. Vampirism. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Vampirism. Bonus. You take 2 damage. Enemy takes 6 damage. You heal 6 health. Enemy takes 6 damage.
Nice. Did 12 damage. Took 2 loss of life, but got 4 back. So that's a net. Got 6 back, so net 4.
End turn. Character in life drinker venom. Cleavers. Bonus. Neutral 1. Deal 2. Life drink. Cleavers. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy takes 5 damage. Enemy gain 3 bleeding stacks. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy takes 4 damage. Life drinker venom. Character info. End turn.
Don't rush Garvin because he has a lot of health. So take your time, get all your setup in, all your buffs, and then wait for the right opportunity and then strike. That's how you go.
Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. You gain 3 bleeding stacks. Enemy playing cards. Sanguine strike. You take 5 damage. You take 3 damage. You gain 5 bleeding stacks. Lacerating repose. You take 4 damage.
That
you
wasn't
take 7
very
damage.
nice.
Enemy heal 6. Your
We
turn.
got like
End
8
turn.
bleeding stacks on us. It happens.
Character info.
Again, the food deck is a great deck to have bandages. Oh, bandages with benevolence and a couple of other like talents. Oh my God. Bandage can become a superstar if you get it up, if you improve it, and with the right talents, it can be a fantastic card.
Ground pound. STR1. Enter you gain shattering stance enchantment. Enemy gain 10 brittle stacks. Heavy armor. STR1. You gain heavy armor enchantment.
I'm just going to buff up a little bit here, so I'll start working on him in a second. But for right now, I want to start getting my pieces of the puzzle in place.
Choice card. STR1. Foot fight. STR1. Player status. Heavy armor. This combat. Player status. Shattering stance. Enemy status. Player status. Heavy armor. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal 2. Player health 66. Show deck. Player energy. End turn. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards. Sanguine strike. You take 5 damage. You gain 5 bleeding stacks. Lacerating repose. You take 4 damage. You take 5 damage. Enemy heals 4. Your turn. You gain 5 armor stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle 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 stacks. Character info. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral. Cleavers. Neutral. Thick skin. STR1. You gain 5 armor stacks. Player status. Heavy armor. Living fort. STR1. You gain fortified enchantment. You gain living fort enchantment. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Character. End turn. Character. Cleavers. 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 Player status. Living fort. Player status. Fortified. Your player status. Heavy armor. This combat. Player status. Shattering stance. Player status. Armor. Enemy status. Player status. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Player status. Living fort. Cleavers. Player health 52. Show deck. Player end turn. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Lacerating repose. You block the damage. Outlaw alchemy. Bottled message. Conjure. Fiery potion. Fiery potion. You block the damage. You gained 1 burning stacks. Your turn. You gain 5 armor stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 2 brittle stacks. End turn. Character. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Kitchen raid. STR1. Create. No soothe. STR1. Gain. Chop him up. STR. Battle broth. Create an ingredient. Whenever you enter a stance. Reach. Player status. Burning. Sharp leaves. 1. You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gained 2 bleeding stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Kitchen raid. STR1. No soothe. Bonus. Chop him up. ST player status. Burn. Chop him up. You gain chop him up enchantment. Enemy takes 21 damage. Enemy takes 8 damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy takes 8 damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy takes 8 damage.
That was ugly. He took like, so like 37 to 40 points of damage just right there.
Kitchen raid. STR1. Create an no suit. Bonus. And no meat. No suit. You gained 1 anger stacks. Enemy gained 2 brittle stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Salty femur. You gained 2 armor stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Chop him up. STR. Gilded gauntlets. Neutral. I don't have enough energy. Player status. Burning. Stacks 1 at the end of the turn. Kitchen raid. STR1. Player health 53. Show deck. Player energy. End turn. Carrot. Kitchen raid. And no meat. The demon's tail. And no meat. 1 use. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Chop him up. STR2. Deal Star Force. Demon's tail. Life 1. You take 1 damage. You gain cooking enchantment. Fury added to your deck. You gained 1 sated stacks. Gilded gauntlets. Neutral. Salty femur. You gained 2 armor stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Player status. Burning. Big eater. STR1. This combat. I don't have enough energy. Gilded gauntlets. Chop him up. STR. Kitchen raid. Character info. End turn.
I wanted to get that
take
big
1 damage.
eater.
Enemy turn. You gain 3 bleeding
down.
stacks. Enemy playing cards. Outlaw alchemy. Sanguine strike. You block the damage. Bottled message. Conjured. Riflebless. Riflebless. You block the damage. Enemy heals 3. Your turn. You gain 5 armor stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 2 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Character info. Fury. Gain 1 anger. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You heal 3 health. Living fort. ST. Chop him up. ST. Cleavers. Bonus. Cleavers. Bonus. Player status. Burning. Stacks 1 at the cleavers. Bonus. Cleavers. Bonus. Chop him up. STR2. Living fort. STR1. Chop him up. You gain chop him up enchantment. Enemy takes 15 damage. Enemy takes 7 damage. Enemy takes 5 damage. Enemy takes 7 damage. Enemy takes 5 damage. Enemy takes 7 damage.
Another 40 plus damage.
Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deals spicy acid. Enemy gained 2 poison stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Sharp leaves. 1. You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gained 2 bleeding stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Foot fight. STR1. Living fort. STR. Cleavers. Neutral. Cleavers. Sharp leaves. 1. You. Enemy gained 2 bleeding stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Foot fight. STR. Living fort. STR. Cleavers. Neutral. Cleavers. Neutral. Player status. Burning. Stacks 1. Cleavers. Living. Foot fight. ST. Character info. End turn. Player energy. End turn. End turn. You take 1 damage. Enemy turn. You gain 3 bleeding stacks. Enemy playing cards. Sanguine strike. Enemy takes 1 damage. You block the damage. Lacerating repose. Enemy takes 1 damage. You take 4 damage. You take 3 damage. Enemy heals 2. Your turn. You gain 5 armor stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. End turn. Character inf. No suit. Bonus. ST. Cleavers. No suit. You gained 1 anger stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. War pain. STR1. Fury. Gain 1 anger. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. You heal 3 health. Fury. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You. Fury. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You heal 3 health. Kitchen raid. Bonus. Player status. Burning. Kitchen raid. Character info. Cleavers. Bonus. Character info. Cleavers. War pain. STR. Cleavers. Bonus. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Gilded gauntlets. Neutral 1. Activate to cleavers. Gilded gauntlet. Smoldering ribs. 1. Enemy gained 2 burning stacks. Enemy takes 2 damage. You gained 1 sated stacks. Spicy acid. You gained cooking enchantment. Enemy gained 2 poison stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Cleavers. Bonus. War pain. STR. Cleavers. Bonus. Gilded gauntlets. Sharp leaves. 1. Enemy gained 2 bleeding stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Cleavers. Bonus. War pain. Cleavers. Gilded gauntlets. Player status. Burning. Gilded gauntlets. Cleavers. Bonus. Enemy takes 17 damage. Enemy takes 12 damage. Enemy gained 3 bleeding stacks. Enemy takes 11 damage. Enemy takes 11 damage. Character info.
And that's all you have to do. You just have to be very patient and then let your damage build. Let them be desperate. And then when the time is right, take them out. The key is don't over push it. Like, don't oversell your deck. Like, if your deck is slow, play slow. If your deck is fast, play fast. Don't play too slow because the enemy will enrage and then they'll kill you. But also don't play too fast because if you exhaust all your opportunities, you'll be out of hit points.
Player gold 63. Enemy status. Player gold 63. Character info. Next. Show deck. Current player health 53.
So not bad. 53 health. We started off with 83. We lost 30 health. Our life drinker potion did not come up. So I may need to reconsider that. Maybe if you don't play life drinker in the very beginning, it doesn't come back. So again, lessons learned. I never saw it come back, so that was a mistake I made.
Show deck. Current cards in deck. 24. Next. Show deck. Next. You gain 8 gold. Skip rewards. Enemy status. Execute. STR3. Deal 5 damage. If the target is built, battle broth. Create an ingredient. Whenever you enter a stance, return this to Cataclysm. STR3. Deal 1 damage for each card you've drawn this turn. 9. Rampage. Can't be upgraded. Melee action. Rare. Rampage.
Might want
Cards
to
with
get
Rampage
another
gain double the
battle
damage bonus from anger.
broth. Might want to get another battle broth. That could be a good card. It's a free card, by the way. The problem is I'd have to sacrifice one of my heal points to get rid of a card, because right now I'm at my max cards 24.
Add execute to deck. Cataclysm. Battle broth. Execute. Enemy status. Enemy status. Enemy status. Enemy status. Player health 53. Show deck. Skip rewards.
I'm not going
Garden
to
Greaves
right
the leader
now.
of the Garden Greaves the leader of the continue. Garden Greaves lucky hit. Ellipsis. Continue. Garden Greaves he pauses. Let him speak. Finish hit. Ellipsis. With the fluent strike you end the address the remaining bandits. Bandits with their former leader dead. Invite the bandits back as soldiers. Bandits most bandits look at each other. Continue. Eastern Blightwoods where to next?
All right, let's go back, get our reward.
Explore the area more. Leave. Return to Brightcandle. Use weapon powers array. Press to continue. Brightcandle was founded by the Radiant Militia as a rallying banner on the board. Exploration. Use weapon. Character info. Player gold 70. Brightcandle in Consul Evelyn, the commander of Brightcandle Fortress. Maribeth Evelyn, report your success. Maribeth Evelyn, continue. You gain 50. How is the war? Maribeth Evelyn, continue. Maribeth Evelyn is continue. Maribeth Evelyn, who is this? Maribeth Evelyn, why are they? Maribeth Evelyn, why isn't the Maribeth Evelyn, continue. Maribeth Evelyn, continue. Maribeth Evelyn, ask about the Maribeth Evelyn, ask about the Maribeth Evelyn, ask about Maribeth Evelyn. The crusade is the plan. Ray gave us a sign, casting their beacon onto these dark lands. It turned to a rallying cry, a banner the entire shattered realms
My
could stand
finger's
behind.
getting tired.
But that's not all. Continue. Maribeth Evelyn is the prophecy foretold. She sent us a champion, an avatar of light carving the path into the abyss of Umbris and reclaim what was lost so long ago. Aren't you looking for this champion? Maribeth Evelyn, of course we are. But so far, all our scouts have disappeared as well. Where was the champion last seen? Maribeth Evelyn, despite my advice against such a bold move, the Dawnbringer and a small number of his followers set out to the Onyx Cathedral itself. I hesitate to ask this of you, warrior, but the time for indecision is over. You want me to find him? Maribeth Evelyn, to put it bluntly, there will not be much of a war if we don't find our champion soon. You have proven capable up to this point. Perhaps you will succeed where the militia has not. Do you think they are still alive? Maribeth Evelyn, we don't. But an avatar of light and long foretold champion doesn't just ellipsis, vanish and die. He must be up to something. We just need to know what it is before this whole war effort falls apart. What do I do once I find Maribeth Evelyn? Report back, or aid them in whatever way you can. We need to reach the Onyx Cathedral and stop this incursion or all hope is lost. I'll find this Dawnbringer. Maribeth Evelyn, I don't know why, but I believe you just might. Continue. You gain 25 gold. Maribeth, lead. Exploration. Player gold 146.
All right. We have 146 gold, so we do have enough to try to buy a really good card.
Merchant, have a look at our wares. Friend. Player gold 100. Merchant, have a blacksmith, the fire still burned. Merchant, have a look at our wares.
Let's take
Friend.
a look.
Brightcandle merchant, you notice a small makeshift. Brightcandle merchant, you notice. Continue. Julius Belthorpe, show me your wares. Refresh stock costs 1 fatisher. Battle Pre costs 10. Gain SDR and rally. Frenzy. Stone Nova costs 10. STR 1. Test of Faith costs 10. Take Vengeful Assault costs 10. Neutral 1. Rallying Shout costs 40. STR 1. Gain rally equal to the anger granted by Fury cards. 1. Charges. 2/2 utility. Rare. Blessed Strike costs 10. Imp STR 1. Make a basic attack. Gain a random blessing with 2 stacks. Chain utility. Common. Blessed Strike costs. Searing Weapon costs 10. Imp STR 1. Make a Blessed Strike costs 10. Imp STR 1. Make a basic attack. Gain a random blessing with 2 stacks. Chain utility. Searing Weapon costs 10. Imp STR 1. Make a basic attack. While you have focus, inflict burning equal to the corrosive spirits costs 10. Dex STR 1. Inflict 4 poison. Ancestral. Repeat this for every 10 of Stoniskin costs 10. Dex STR 1. Gain 1. Refresh stock costs 1 fatisher.
Nothing good. Let's refresh.
You lose 1 fatishers. Julius, I'll show you this. Shadow. Favor. Succumb. World. Master of Sunder costs 10. Backswing costs 10. A conduit costs 10. Gain 2 chain. Flow. Jump change costs 10. Jump change costs 10. Conjure a lucky conduit costs 10. Gain 2 change. Backswing costs 10. STR 1. Sunder costs 10. Life 1. Your next Master of Arms costs 40. STR 1. This combat. Basic attacks deal 0 additional damage. Increases. World Breaker costs 100. STR 1. Deal 0 damage. On draw. Double the next damage this card deals melee. Legendary. On draw. On draw effects trigger whenever the card is drawn from your deck.
Card. I know it's probably not the time to do it, but I do want to experiment with it.
Succumb costs 10. Life 3. Draw 3 cards. Defile energy for each card drawn this way. Winning corruption. Common. Winning. Effects on winning cards are favor of the gods costs 10. Gain a random blessing for each holy energy you have divine. Common. Shadow Mastery costs 40. Life 4. Darkness 10. Rebound. 0/1. Increase this. Close merchant.
We're going to go for World Breaker and play with it.
Shadow Master. Favor of the gods. Succumb costs 10. World Breaker costs 100. STR 1. Deal 0 damage.
100.
Double the next damage this card deals melee. Master of Arm. World Breaker costs 100.
Let's go
STR
for
1.
it.
You lose minus 100 gold.
Let's play with World Breaker. We're going to remove a card from our deck and we'll play with World Breaker.
Succumb costs 10. Life 3. Draw 3 cards. Defile energy for each card. Favor of Shadow. Close merchant. Exploration. Character info. Brightcandle in this shabby and looks more. Player gold 46. Brightcandle in Blacksmith the 5. Leave area. Leave Brightcandle and venture forth. Blacksmith the Brightcandle in this shabby. Player gold 46.
We have 46 gold, so we actually can probably buy even another card. So let's, we might be able to save our money for enchanting. So let's build up 100 gold to get it, do some enchanting.
Brightcandle in this shabby. Blacksmith the fire still. Leave area, leave Brightcandle and venture forth.
Let's go.
Brightcandle gates as you approach the guards near. Not yet. Leave. I am red. Player. Emberwood Heights. Siege of Shadows. Venture in. Noxlide Swamp.
Let's go to the
Travel
core.
to the damp and unforgiving swamp.
The swamp's something I understand, so.
Riffied Ramparts. Noxlide Swamp. Player gold. Press to continue. Noxlide Swamp. The thick fog makes it hard to navigate the treacherous ground. Noxlide Swamp. The thick. Press to continue. Trail of the Trail of the Champion. 5 periods. The mysterious Noxlide Swamp is mired in a thick impenetrable fog. Many soldiers and adventurers alike have tried to find their way through. Lost Ranger this way, I think. Ellipsis. Blighted Warrior, the smell betrayed. Lost. Trail of the Champion. 5 periods. The mysterious Noxlide Swamp is mired in a thick impenetrable fog. Many soldiers and adventurers alike have tried to find the exploration. Player gold 46. Opportunity treasure.
Okay, let's do all our opportunities and treasures and traps.
Player gold 46. Opportunity. Lost Ranger this way. Opportunity treasure. A pot-bellied imp you walker. Wanna buy something? A shrill voice shouts at you before an imp flutters into view. Its tiny wings barely able to keep its pot-bellied frame in the air.
He isn't that bad, actually. He sells some good cards. Only problem is if they're no good, you gotta get rid of them. Yeah.
What do you offer? Sure, let's deal. Shoo the imp away. Shoo the imp away. Sure, let's deal.
I might want to take a peek at what he has to offer. I have a good feeling about it.
What do you offer?
Let's see what he's got.
Pot-bellied imp many things walker. M-A-A-N-Y things the imp nods and rummages through the large bag hanging from its left foot. You looking for enchantments? We got lots.
Okay, so enchantments.
Continue. Pot-bellied imp the imp leans in conspiratorially, then continues to shout into your ear. For you special friend great pricing. Only a little bit of soul. Not whole thing like greedy demonses. Continue. Continue. Pot-bellied imp. Sure, let's deal. Shoo the imp away.
It's gonna cost us a little health, I think.
Sure, let's deal. Pot-bellied imp the imp smile widens even further than you thought possible before it quickly pushes the bag towards you with its hind legs. Greatest Continue. Continue. Select card. Spoils of War. Dex 1. This combat. Conjure a random item at the start of your turn. Enchantment. Rare. Unique. You can only play one card with this name per combat. All enchantments are unique.
It's not a bad card.
Dex 1. This combat. If you've dealt no damage during your turn, gain 1 impervious. Enchantment. Legendary. Impervious. While impervious, take no damage. When dealt damage on the enemy turn, take no damage and decrease impervious by 1.
Not a bad card.
You can only play one card with this name per combat. All enchantments are unique.
This would actually be a good card
Dex STR3.
I
This
don't
combat.
often
Gain
do
1 chain
damage.
when you draw a card, and draw a card when you inflict a critical hit. Lightning enchantment.
Pacifism
Legendary.
is
Chain.
good.
Pacifism. Avatar of Thunder. Dex STR3. This combat. Gain 1 chain when you draw a card. Barbarism. STR2. This combat. Add a fury to your discard pile at the start of turn. Barbarism. STR2. This combat. Add a fury to your discard pile at the start of turn. After you play a fury, gain 1 rally. Enchantment. Uncommon. Rally. Whenever your opponent plays a card, gain health equal to your rally. Then lower your rally by 1.
Because all the furies I play
you can only
could
play
be
one
giving
card
me
with this name for combat.
rallies.
All enchantments are unique. Fury. Gain left race. Card
Actually,
blue. Plus 1 right
keep
race anger.
this card.
Take 1 damage. Avatar of Thunder. Pacifism. Dex int 1. This combat. If you've dealt no damage during your turn,
I
gain 1
never have
impervious.
Dex in it.
Spoils of War. Dex 1. This combat.
I
Conjure a
never
random
have
item at the
Dex.
start. Spoils of War.
I'm gonna
Pacifism.
get-
Avatar of Thunder. Barbarism. STR2.
I'm gonna get
This combat.
Barbarism.
Add a fury to your Avatar. Barbarism. Card infused. Vampirism. Exploration. Settings. Area status. Noxious fog. Stats 1 inflict. Area special. Poison at the
Actually,
start of
that's a
combat.
better card than
Increases
I
by 1 every
thought.
settings. Area status. Opportunity treasure. Traps or treachery. Opportunity. The collector awe. Adventurer. The collector
Oh,
awe.
good, I can get
Adventurer.
rid of a
You wouldn't
card
have stumbled
there.
upon any of these cards, have you? What do you want? Hand over a card. Leave. No thanks.
Let's give him
Hand
a
over
card, 'cause I got
Select
some
card.
cards to get
Battle
rid of
Brawl. Create an ingredient. Big eater. STR. Choice card. STR. Chop him up. STR. Chop him up. Cleavers. Neutral. Cleavers. New cleavers. Cleavers. New cleavers. New cleavers. Neutral. Foot fight. STR1. Gilded gauntlets. Neutral. Ground pound. ST. Heavy armor. STR. Kitchen raid. STR. Living fort. STR1.
Let's get rid of
Card
Living
removed.
Fort.
Card destroyed.
That's not a
the collector
great
a rather
card.
plain looking thing, but it'll do. I suppose I have some gold and a potion to spare.
Yeah, it's not a great card.
Continue. You gain 25 gold. Card added. Card obtained. Vampirism. Heavy armor. Surge. Block. Foot fight. Barbarism. Living fort. Healing potion. 1 use. Gain 10 health. Exploration. Living.
He
character
gave me a
info.
healing potion.
Player gold 71. Mini boss Nox Light. Area status. Not settings. Area status. Shine a strange stat. Lost ranger this way. Mini boss Nox Light.
Let's go.
Lost ranger. Shine a strange statue stands
Shrine.
out. Shine a strange. Shine of commerce. Shine of commerce. A carving sculpted from marble of the purest white catch. Examine the shrine. Offer a card. Examine the shrine.
forgot
Shine of
which
commerce. The shrine allows you to
commerce
transform
did.
a card into a different card of the same color and same rarity.
Oh, this might be good. Maybe we can transform one of these useless cards.
Offer a card. Select card. Battle broth. Create big eater. STR1. Choice card. STR. Chop him up. STR2. Chop him up. STR2. Cleavers. Neutral 1. 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 Cleavers. Neutral. Foot fight. STR1. Gilded gauntlets. Neutral. Ground pound. STR1. Healing potion. 1 U. Heavy armor. STR1. Kitchen raid. STR1. No soup. STR1. Sharpening stone. Neutral 1. 1 use. Upgrade the next basic attack you play by 2. Grounded. Item.
Oh,
Uncommon.
this is the card
Treasure.
I want.
This card is part of the treasure pool and can be found through various events. Grounded.
But this
Grounded cards
won't-
can't be altered, copied, or imbued.
This one is not upgradable, but I know it's tradable to the shrine.
Surge of Strength. Gain SDR in 1 health. Action. Sharpening Stone. Surge of Strength. Surge of Strength. Thick Skin. STR 1. Vampirism. Life 2. Deal 0 damage.
Let's get rid of
Add damage equal
vampirism.
War Pain. STR 1. World Breaker. STR World Breaker. War Pain. Vampirism. Life 2.
But
Deal
this
0
one
damage.
does
Add damage
heal
equal to your foe's
us.
bleeding. 0. Bloodlust. Life Drain. Corrupted Action. Rare. Life Drain. Cards
It
with Life
does-
Drain restore health.
I
Health
do
equal to
like
the damage
its
they deal.
heal
Bloodlust.
when
Bloodlust
it
requires
pops
the enemy
off.
to have the bleeding affliction.
And we do get bleeding on the enemy quite a bit. It's tempting to get rid of this card because it's not doing a lot for us, but transforming it might make it totally useless.
Thick Skin. STR. Surge of Strength. Surge of Strength. Sharpening Stone. No Soothe. Kitchen Raid. Heavy Armor. Healing Potion. Ground Pound. Gilded Gauntlets. Foot Fight. STR. Cleavers. Neutral. Cleavers. 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 Chop him up. Chop him up. STR2. Deal. Chop him up. STR2. Deal 2 damage 3 times.
I like that
Conjure.
card.
Chop him up. A Choice Cod. A Big Eater. Battle Broth. Battle Broth. Create an ingredient. Big Eater. Battle Broth. Battle Broth. Create an ingredient. Big Eater. STR1.
Oh,
This combat.
God, I
Conjure
really
a random
don't wanna
ingredient
get
at the
rid of
start
my
of your turn.
cooking cards.
You are immune to stunned. Enchantment. Rare. Choice. Chop. Cleaver. Cleavers. 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 Foot Fight. Gilded Gauntlets. Ground Pound. Healing Potion. Heavy Armor. Kitchen Raid. STR1. No Soothe. STR. Sharpening Stone. Surge of Strength. Surge of Strength. Thick Skin. STR. Vampirism. Life. War Pain. STR1. Shuffle 3
gonna
Fury
get
cards
rid
to your
of
discard pile.
vampirism.
Vampirism. Select card. Symbol of Unity. Draw a card for each type of energy you have. Unique. Action. Rare. Unique. You can only play 1 card with this name for combat. All enchantments are symbol of unity. Stash of weapons. Symbol of unity. Draw a card for each type of energy you have. Unique. Stash of weapons. Neutral 2. Conjure. Hidden pouch. Neutral 1. Activate. Discard a non-unique card. Then conjure a
none of
copy
these
of all
cards.
cards discarded this way.
Ooh,
3
these are all
durability.
terrible.
Equipment. Stash of hidden pouch. Neutral 1. Activate. Discard a non-unique card. Then conjure a copy of all cards discarded this way. 3 durability. Equipment. Rare. Conjure. Hidden pouch. Neutral 1. Stash of weapons. Neutral 2. Conjure 3 random free face. Symbol of unity. Draw a card for each type of energy you have. Unique. Action. Rare. Unique. You can only play 1 card with this name for symbol of stash of weapons. Symbol of unity. Draw a card for each type of energy you have. Unique. Action. Rare. Unique. You can only play 1 card with this name for combat.
I don't
all
want this
enchantments are
card
unique.
at all. This is no... Nothing here is really good. Again, I got rid of a perfectly good card. Well, it's not. It wasn't a great card. I was hoping for something better. Yeah.
Stash of weapons. Hidden pouch. Neutral 1. Activate. Discard a non-unique card. Then conjure a copy of all cards discarded this way.
Let's try
3
hidden
durability.
pouch. I
Equipment.
wanna
Rare.
play around
Conjure.
with hidden
Creates
pouch.
a temporary card. Card added. Card
I
obtained.
don't
Vampirism.
play with that card
Life 2.
very much.
Heavy Armor. Shine of Commerce. The statue accepts your hand. Bleed. Exploration. Setting. Area status. Not settings. Settings. Area status. Blighted Warrior. The Smell. Campsite. A brief respite from mini boss Nox Light Troll Group. Player Gold 71.
What's her health?
Character info. Use weapon powers. Show deck. Player health 53.
We got 53 health. We might want to heal up first. And then the next shrine we might want to take down. The next shrine we might... the next campsite we might want to get rid of some cards.
Mini boss Nox Light. Area status. Blighted Warrior. The campsite. A brief respite from the perils of adventure.
Let's go heal up.
Campsite. A brief. Campfire. A warm fire. Remove a card. Heal 20%. Rest. You heal 13 health. You heal 65 health.
Okay, now we're at max.
Area status. Opportunity treasure. Player health 65. Player health 65.
Oh, was I that low on health? My God.
Player health 65. Opportunity treasure. Traps or treachery await. Area status. Noxious fog. Inflict. Blighted Warrior. The smell. Festering shambler. A mossy mass. Opportunity treasure. Traps or treachery await.
Let's go for
Opportunity. You gain barbarism enchantment. Enemy gains noxious fog enchantment. Enemy gains first strike enchantment. Enemy gains wealthy enchantment. Enemy gains digest enchantment. Enemy gains retreat
it's a big
enchantment.
monster
Fury
that
added to your
eats
deck.
cards.
Enemy turn. Enemy
This
playing
is such a
cards.
weird
Consume cards.
monster.
Burn surge of strength.
He
Your turn.
basically
Fury added to your
eats
deck.
cards.
Player status. Area status. Not player status. Surge of strength. Gain SDR. You heal 1 health. War pain. SDR. Big eater. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral. Heavy armor. STR 1. You gain heavy armor enchantment. Big eater. STR 1. This comp. Cleavers. Neutral. Cleavers. New player status. Cleaver. Cleaver. Big eater. Character info. End turn. Player energy. STR 1. End turn. Character info. Big eater. Cleavers. Big eater.
Big
You gain big eater
eater
enchantment.
up.
Character info. End turn. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Consume card. Burn cleavers.
This is one of
Player,
our customers.
Fury added to your
How may I
deck. You
help
gain
you,
5 armor
sir?
stats. Character info.
He wants to eat everything.
Smoldering ribs. 1. You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gain 2 burning. You gained 1 sated stacks. Thick skin. Bonus. STR. You gain 6 armor stacks. Sharpening stone. Neutral 1. 1. Cleavers. Neutral. Player status. Cooking. Stack. Cleavers. Sharpening. Kitchen raid. STR. Sharpening stone. Neutral 1. 1 U. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Party flank. You heal 2 health. You gained 1 sated stacks. Ground pound. STR. I don't have enough energy. Sharpening stone. Cleavers. Player status. Cooking. Cleaver. Sharp. Ground. Character info. End turn. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Consume card. Burn choice card. Enemy takes 2 damage. Your turn. Fury added to your deck. You gain 5 armor stacks. Character info. And no meat. 1 use. Create an ingredient. Garnish. You gained 1 sated stacks. Chop him up. STR. Hidden pouch. Neutral 1. Activate. World Breaker. STR 1. Deal 4 damage. On draw. Double the next damage. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal 2 damage. Salty femur. 1. You gain cooking enchantment. You gain 2 armor stacks. You gain 1 sated
World
stacks.
Breaker.
Player status. Cooking. Gilded gauntlets. Neutral 1. Act cleavers. New World Breaker. Enemy takes 4 damage. Gilded gauntlets. Character info. No soothe. STR 1. I don't have enough energy. Chop him up. STR 2. Player health 65. Show deck. Player energy. End turn. Character info. No soothe. Chop him up. Hidden pouch. Cleavers. New player status. Cooking. Player status. Big eater. This combat. Player status. Heavy armor. This combat. Player status. Barbarism. This combat. Player status. Armor. Stack 7 when player status. Sated. Stacks 2 whenever you. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. Stacks 3 act. You gain 3 ward stacks. No soothe. STR 1. I don't have enough energy. Chop him up. No soothe. Character. End turn. Enemy turn. Next. Enemy playing cards. Next. Character info. Player gold 71. Player gold 71. Area status. Enemy status. Not enemy status. Settings. Enemy status. Not area status. Noxious fog. Enemy status. Noxious fog. Area. Player health 65. Show deck. Next. Exploration. Use weapon powers. A rated weapon. Use your weapon power to inflict bleeding equal to your level. Festering Shambler Aim. Aussie Mass Shambles through. Player gold 71. Character info. Player gold. Festering Shambler Aim. Merchant have a look at our Blighted Warrior. The smell betrays its presence before it's in human grunt.
Merchant. He could have a good card for us. We don't have a lot of money though right now.
Player health 65. Show deck. Use weapon powers. A rated. Character info. Player gold 71.
We have 71 gold.
Festering Shambler Aim. Aussie Mass Shamble. Area status. Noxious fog.
I'll wait till I have
Inflict.
100
Area special.
gold.
Settings. Area status. Noxious fog. Blighted Warrior. The smell betrays its presence. But Merchant have a look at. Festering Shambler Aim. Aussie Mass Shambles through shallow swamp. Merchant have a look at our wares. Friend. Blighted Warrior. The smell. Blighted Warrior. The smell. You gain barbarism enchantment. Enemy gains Noxious fog enchantment. Enemy gains undead enchantment. Fury added to your deck. Your turn. Fury added to your deck. War pain. STR 1. Shuffle 3 Fury. Character info. War pain. Surge of strength. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Chop him up. STR. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Chop him up. STR. Cleavers. Neutral. Battle broth. Create an ingredient. Whenever you enter a stance, return this to hand. Charges. 5 slack and no meat. 1. You gain cooking enchantment. You gained 1 sated stacks. Chop him up. STR. Cleavers. Neutral. Healing potion. 1. You party flank. You heal 2 health. You gained 1 sated stacks. Chop him up. ST. Cleavers. Healing potion. Player status. Player status. Players. Healing. Cleaver. Chop him. Character info. Chop him up. You gain chop him up enchantment. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. Healing potion. 1. Demon's tail. Life 1. You take 1 damage. Fury added to your deck. You gain lay in wait enchantment. You gained 1 sated stacks. Party flank. You gain cooking enchantment. You heal 2 health. You gained 1 sated stacks. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Healing potion. Demon's tail. Life 1. 1 use. Player status. Cooking. Demon's tail. Life 1. 1 use. Healing potion. Cleavers. Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards. Retaliating strike. You take 6 damage. Enemy gained 1 impervious stacks. Retaliating strike. You take 6 damage. Enemy gained 1 impervious stacks. Your turn. Fury added to your deck. Character info. No soothe. Ground pound. STR 1. You gain shattering stance enchantment. Enemy gained 10 brittle stacks. Fury. Gain 1. You gained 1 rally stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You heal 3 health. Battle broth. Create an ingredient. Whenever you enter a stance, return this to hand. Party flank. 1. You heal 2 health. You gained 1 sated stacks. No soothe. Bonus. STR cleavers. Bonus. Neutral 1. Deal. Chop him up. STR 2. Big eater. STR 1. Player status. Shat. Big eater. You gain big eater enchantment. End turn. Character. No soothe. STR. I don't have enough energy. Cleavers. Neutral 1. No soothe. Character inf. End turn. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Blight strike. You take 5 damage. You gain 5 poison stacks. Ray shield. Enemy gains 6 armor stacks. Your turn. Fury added to your deck. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. 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 Spicy acid. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 2 poison stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Kitchen raid. Bonus. STR 1. You take 1 damage. Cleavers. Bonus. Neutral 1. Deal star 6. Thick skin. STR 1. Heavy armor. STR 1. This combat. Gain 5. Salty femur. You take 1 damage. You gain cooking enchantment. You gain 2 armor stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Party flank. You take 1 damage. You heal 1 health. You gained 1 sated stacks. World Breaker. STR 1. Deal star 10 star damage. Enemy takes 20 damage.
Ooh, that card's getting stronger.
Thick skin. STR 1. Heavy armor. Salty femur. You gain 2 armor stacks. You gain fortified enchantment. You gained 1 sated stacks. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Thick skin. STR 1. Heavy armor. STR 1. This combat. Player status. Armor. Heavy armor. I don't have enough energy. Thick skin. S. Cleavers. Character. End turn. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards. Retaliating strike. Enemy takes 1 damage. You take 2 damage. Enemy gained 1 impervious stacks. Ray shield. Enemy has blocked this attack. Enemy gained 6 armor stacks. Your turn. Fury added to your deck. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. 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 Smoldering Rids. You gained cooking enchantment. Enemy gained 2 burning stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Hidden pouch. Neutral 1. Act. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Sharpening stone. Neutral 1. 1 used. Gilded gauntlets. Neutral 1. Activate. Sharpening. Cleavers. Neutral. Hidden pouch. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal star 3 star damage. Sharpening stone. Gilded gauntlets. Player status. Cooking. Gilded gauntlets. Neutral 1. Player status. Player status. Shattering stance. Player status. Barbarism. This combat. Add a few. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal star 3 star damage. Cleavers. Sharpening stone. Gilded gauntlets. Player status. Cooking. Player status. Big eater. This combat. Conjure a random ingredient. Player status. Shattering stance. Player status. Barbarism. This player status. Rally. Stacks 1. Player status. Anger. Stacks 1. Player status. Sated. Stacks 1 whenever. Player status. Hidden pouch. Stacks 3 activate. Discard a non-unique card. Then conjure a copy of all cards discarded this way. Player status. Hidden pouch. You gain hidden pouch effect enchantment. Select card. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal star 3 star. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal star 3. Player status. Hidden pouch. Stacks 2 activate. Discard a non-unique card. Then conjure a copy of all cards discarded this way. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Sharpening stone. Neutral 1. Gilded gauntlets. Neutral 1. Act. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. Player status. Cooking. Player status. Big eater. This player status. Shattering stance. Player status. Barbarism. This player status. Rally. Stacks 1. Player status. Anger. Stacks 1. Player status. Sated. Stacks 1. Player status. Hidden pouch. Stacks 2. Area status. Noxious fog. Inflict. Enemy status. Noxious fog. Enemy status. Undead. Immune to bleeding and stunned. Enemy status. Area status. Noxious fog. Player status. Hidden pouch. Stacks 2 activate. Discard a player status. Sated. Player status. Anger. Stack. Player status. Rally. Stack. Player status. Barbarism. This player status. Shattering stance. Player status. Big eater. This combat. Player status. Cooking. Stacks 1 with player status. Gilded gauntlets. You gain 3 evasion stacks. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal star 3 star. Sharpening stone. Neutral 1. 1 use. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Player status. Gilded. Cleavers. Sharpen. Cleavers. A character in. End turn. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Ray shield. Enemy gains 6 armor stacks. Blight strike. You block the damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. Your turn. Fury added to your deck. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. 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 Sharp leaves. 1 you. You gained 1 sated stacks. Kitchen raid. STR1. Create an sharpening stone. Neutral 1. Fury. Gain 1 anger. Sharpening stone. Neutral 1. 1 use. Upgrade the next basic attack you play by 2. Grounded. Item. Uncommon. Treasure. This card is part of the treasure pool and can be found through various events. Grounded. Grounded cards can't be altered, copied or imbued. Fury. Gain 1 anger. No soothe. Bonus. Player status. Sated. Stacks 1 when player status. Cooking. Stacks 2 when adding a player status. Big eater. This player status. Shattering stance. Player status. Barbarism. This player status. Rally. Stacks 1. Player status. Anger. Stacks 1. Player status. Hidden pouch. Select card. Foot fight. STR1. This turn. Whenever you take damage, create a random
play
ingredient.
with this hidden
Action.
pouch.
Legendary. Sated. Kitchen raid. STR. Fury. Gain 1. No soothe. STR1. Gain 1 anger and Fury. Gain 1 anger. Player status.
Card.
Hidden pouch. Stacks 1 activate. Discard a non-unit. Foot fight. STR1. This turn. Kitchen raid. STR. Sharpening stone. Neutral. No soothe. Bonus. Cleavers. Neutral. Fury. Gain 1 anger. Cleavers. No sharpening stone. New kitchen raid. Foot fight. You gain foot fight enchantment. Sharpening stone. Neutral. No soothe. Bonus. Cleavers. Neutral. Fury. You gained 1 rally stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. You heal 3 health. Kitchen raid. Bonus. Sharpening stone. Neutral. No soothe. Bonus. Cleavers. Bonus. Smoldering Rids. 1. Enemy gained 2 burning stacks. Enemy takes 4 damage. You gained 1 sated stacks. Fury. Gain 1 anger. You gained 1 rally stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. You heal 3 health. Kitchen raid. Bonus. Sharpening stone. Neutral. No soothe. STR1. Cleavers. Bonus. Spicy acid. You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gained 2 poison stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks.
Going on one of those long combos.
Party flank. 1. You heal 2 health. You gained 1 sated stacks. Player status. Gilded gauntlet. Fury. Gain 1 anger. You gained 1 rally stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You heal 3 health. Kitchen raid. Bonus. Sharpening stone. Neutral. No soothe. Bonus. Cleavers. Bonus. Demon's tail. Life 1. You take 1 damage. Fury added to your deck. You gain lay in wait enchantment. You gained 1 sated stacks. Sharp leaves. 1. You gain cooking enchantment. You gained 1 sated stacks. Party flank. 1. You heal 2 health. You gained 1 sated stacks. Kitchen raid. Bonus. Sharpening stone. No soothe. Bonus. Cleavers. Bonus. Unknown meat. 1 use. Create an ingredient. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Party flank. 1. You gain cooking enchantment. You heal 2 health. You gained 1 sated stacks. Player status. Hidden pouch. Cleavers. Bonus. Player status. Hidden pouch. Stacks 1 activate. Discard a non-unit. Player status. Gilded gauntlet. Player status. Hidden pouch. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. You gain 2 ward stacks. Player status. Sated. Stacked. Player status. Gilded. Kitchen raid. Bonus. STR1. Sharpening stone. Neutral 1. 1 use. Upgrade the next basic attack. No soothe. STR1. Gain 1 anger and draw. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal star 12. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Smoldering ribs. Enemy gained 2 burning stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Spicy acid. Enemy gained 2 poison stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Sharpening stone. Neutral. No soothe. STR. Cleavers. Neutral. Cleavers. Neutral. Cleavers. Neutral. Smoldering ribs. You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gained 2 burning stacks.
Like
you gained 1 sated
we're
stacks.
almost on 20 card combo here.
Sharpening stone. No soothe. STR. Cleavers. 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 Player status. Hidden pouch. Cleavers. 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 No soothe. Sharpening stone. Character info. End turn. Player energy. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Retaliating strike. Enemy takes 1 damage. You take 6 damage. Light strike. Enemy takes 1 damage. You take 5 damage. Enemy takes 8 damage. Your turn. Fury added to your deck. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks.
The smoldering ribs are some of the more effective weapons you have because burn is really hard to remove. There's not a lot of bosses or monsters that can remove burn.
Party flank. 1. You heal 2 health. You gained 1 sated stacks.
Though there are a few, and they're nasty.
Cleavers. Neutral. Fury. Gain 1. You gained 1 rally stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You heal 3 health. Fury. Gain 1 war pain. Player status.
I like playing with this hidden
Your next
pouch.
damage is a critical hit.
See, I like playing with the amazing mechanics in this game because you never know what you're going to figure out, you know?
Player status. Big eater. This player status. Shattering stand. Player status. Barbarism. This player status. Rally. Stacks 5 whenever
And
your
right
opponent plays a
now,
card.
I'm
Gain health equal to your
fixated-
rally. Then lower your rally by 1.
Now our sassy little potion stash is one of the best little items that we found, and it is a fantastic card. At first we would ignore it. Same thing with Gilded Gauntlets, we would ignore it, but they are 2 really good cards. And I think Hidden Pouch has potential if I can figure out how to utilize it.
Player status. Anger. Stacks 5. Player status. Hidden pouch. Area status. Player status. Hidden pouch. Select card. World Breaker. STR1. Deal star 18 star damage. On draw. Double the next damage this card deals. Melee action. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Fury. Gain 1 anger. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal star 14 star damage. Frenzy. Attack again and
Can I
inflict
use
3
our
bleeding.
World Breaker?
Melee. Fury. Gain 1 anger. You gained 1 rally stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. You heal 3 health. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Character info. World Breaker. STR1. Deal star 20 star damage.
Ooh,
On draw.
that's gonna
Double the
do
next
so
damage this
much
card
damage.
deals. Cleavers. Bonus. Fury. Gain 1. You gained 1 rally stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks.
But I'm not
you heal
playing
3
it
health.
till I buff everything.
Cleavers. Bonus. Fury. You gained 1 rally stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. You heal 3 health. Battle broth. Create an ingredient. Whenever you enter a stance, return this to hand. Charges 3/5. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. And known meat. 1 use. Create an enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Cleavers. Bonus. Demon's tail. Cleavers. Player status. Guild cleavers. Bonus. Neutral 1. Deal Demon's tail. You take 1 damage. You gain cooking enchantment. Fury added to your deck. You gained 1 sated stacks. Player status. Sated. Stacks to cleavers. Bonus. Heavy armor. STR1. This combat cleavers. Bonus. War pain. STR1. Shuffle 3 fury card cleavers. Bonus. World breaker. STR character info. World breaker. Enemy takes 40 damage. Next.
Oh!
Character info. Character info.
World Breaker's getting bigger and bigger. Triple to Ching, the highest level. I love World Breaker. That must be an Eclipse card. I've never, heard that card before. It's awesome.
Player gold 71.
What's our
Character
health?
info. Next. Show deck. Current player health 57.
Our health went down a tiny bit, but it's not a big deal because we have the imbuement. We have the special enchantment where camps will remove our health up to max. So the key is you can play a little bit, but make sure you save 1 campsite before the boss.
Area status. Enemy status. Settings. Enemy area status. Not just player health 57. Show deck. Next. You gain 12 gold. Skip rewards. Area status. Enemy status. Avenging strike. Take 3 damage. Play a basic attack from your Sift the Sands. STR1. Shuffle a card back into your deck. Then draw 2 cards. Act. Retaliate. STR1. Deal 5 damage.
Nothing.
Gain STR. Enemy status. Area status. Player health 57. Show deck. Skip rewards. Exploration. Use weapon power. Serrated weapon. Use your weapon power to inflict bleeding equal to your level and conjure. Merchant, have a look at our wares. Friend.
Okay.
Player gold. Character info. Player gold 83.
We almost have enough for another visit to the merchant. Let's hold on a little. We need 17 more gold.
Merchant, have a look at our wares. Campsite 8, brief respite from the peril. Festering shambler mossy mass shambles through shallow swamp. Area status. Notch. Festering shambler Festering shambler You gain barbarism enchantment. Enemy
I
gains noxious
should've
fog
used
enchantment.
my
Enemy gains aura of blight enchantment. You gain 1
weapon
poison
power.
stacks. Fury added to your deck.
That's
your
fine.
turn. Fury added to your deck. Surge of strength. Gain SDR. You take 1 damage. You heal 1 health. War pain. Cleavers. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Fury added to your deck. Healing potion. 1 use. Foot fight. Healing potion. You heal 10
use
health.
up our healing
Foot fight.
potion.
STR1. World Breaker. STR1. Deal 4 damage. On player status. Barbarism. This World Breaker. Foot fight. Cleavers. Bonus. Foot fight. World Breaker. Enemy takes 4 damage.
Gotta build it up from scratch again?
End turn. Character. Cleavers. Bonus. Foot fight. STR1. This turn. Cleavers. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy gain 3 bleeding stacks. Player status. Barbarism. Foot fight. STR. Character info. End turn. End turn. Enemy turn. You gain 1 poison
really
stacks.
cool, though.
Enemy playing cards.
But it's
Mossy
gonna
Slam.
build up.
You take 5 damage. You gain 5 dazed stacks. Your turn. Fury added to your deck. Character info. Kitchen raid. STR1. Big Eater. STR1. You take 1 damage. You gain Big Eater enchantment. Heavy armor. STR1. You gain heavy armor enchantment.
Let's get our setup in.
Player status. Dazed. Chop him up. STR. Hidden pouch. Neutral 1. Act. Kitchen raid. ST. Character info. End turn. Player energy. End turn.
Get our
End turn.
defenses in
Enemy
place.
turn. You gain 2 poison stacks. Enemy playing cards. Acid breath. You take 21 damage. Mossy
Ow.
slam. You take 5 damage. You
I
gain
hate
5
that
dazed
card.
stacks. Your turn. Fury added to your deck. You gain 5 armor stacks. Character info.
Yeah, he does an acid breath. One of the worst attacks.
Sharp leaves. 1. You take 1 damage. You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gain 2 bleeding stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Battle broth. Create. You take 1 damage. Chop him up. STR2. Gilded gauntlets. Neutral 1. Smoldering rids. 1 use. Inflict 2. Player status. Daze. Stacks 2 when playing a card. Player status. Cooking. Stacks 1 when adding. Player status. Heavy armor. This player status. Big Eater. This player status. Barbarism. This player status. Armor. Stacks. Player status. Sated. Stack. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. You gain 3 focus stacks. Cleavers. Bonus. Ground pound. STR1. Enter You gain shattering stance enchantment. Enemy gain 10 brittle stacks. Smoldering rids. 1 use. Battle broth. Create player status. Battle broth. Smoldering rids. Chop him up. Cleavers. Chop him up. I don't have enough energy. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal 2 damage. Character info. Cleavers. Chop him up. Smoldering rids. Enemy gain 2 burning stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Player status. Gilded battle broth. Create an ingredient. Whenever you enter a stance. Player status. Gilded gauntlet. Salty femur. You gain 2 armor stacks. You gain fortified enchantment. You gained 1 sated stacks. Cleavers. Neutral 1. Deal. Chop him up. Player status. Gilded gauntlet. Chop him. Cleaver. Character info. End turn. End turn. Enemy turn. You gain 3 poison stacks. Enemy playing cards. Regrow. Enemy heals 8. Regrow. Enemy heals 8. Enemy takes 2 damage. Your turn. Fury
Yeah,
added
this
to your
is
deck.
one of the
You gain 5
worst
armor
monsters.
stacks. Enemy
This
gained 1
monster
brittle
is
stacks.
really
Enemy
bad.
gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy
He
gained 1 brittle
heals and he's
stacks. Enemy gained
strong.
1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Smoldering rids. 1 use. You take 1 damage. You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gained 2 burning stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Cleavers. Bonus. Cleavers. Bonus. No soothe. Bonus. You take 1 damage. You gained 1 anger stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Cleavers. Bonus. Cleavers. Bonus. Player status. Focus. Stacks. Player status. Sated. Stacks 1 when player status. Anger. Stacks 2. Player status. Poison. Stacks 1. Player status. Cooking. Stacks 1. Player status. Shattering stance. Player status. Heavy armor. This combat. Player status. Big Eater. This combat. Player status. Barbarism. This combat. Player status. Armor. Stacks 12. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. Stack. You gain 2 anger stacks.
That was good.
Sharpening stone. Neutral 1. Cleavers. Bonus. Neutral. You take 1 damage. Enemy takes 23 damage. Enemy takes 5 damage. Enemy gain 3 bleeding stacks. Enemy takes 6 damage. Enemy takes 4 damage.
Not bad. Not a bad hit.
Thick skin. STR1. I don't have enough energy. Cleavers. Neutral. Cleavers. Player status. Focus. Cleavers. Cleavers. Thick skin. Cleavers. Sharpening stone. Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. You gain 4 poison stacks. Enemy playing cards. Acid breath. You block the damage. Enemy takes 4 damage. Your turn. Fury added to your deck. You gain 5 armor stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Party flank. 1. You take 1 damage. You gained 1 sated stacks. Foot fight. STR1. This turn. Whenever you take damage. Fury. Gain 1 anger.
Yeah, let's get
foot fight.
food fight up.
You take 1 damage. You gain foot fight enchantment. Ground pound. Fury. Gain 1. Player status. Player status. Armor. Stack. Player status. Sated. Player status. Foot fight. Player status. Cooking. Stacks. Player status. Shattering stance. Player status. Heavy armor. This player status. Big Eater. This combat. The player status. Barbarism. This combat. Player status. Gilded gauntlets. You gained 1 regenerate stacks. Kitchen raid. Bonus. STR1. Create an ingredient. Fury. Gain 1 anger. You gained 1 rally stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You heal 3 health. Fury. Gain 1. You gained 1 rally stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. You heal 3 health. Smoldering rids. Enemy gained 2 burning stacks. Enemy takes 6 damage. You gained 1 sated stacks. Salty femur. You gain cooking enchantment. You gained 2 armor stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Fury. Gain 1. You gained 1 rally stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. You heal 3 health. Kitchen raid. Bonus. Ground pound. STR1. The party flank. You heal 2 health. You gained 1 sated stacks. Salty femur. You gained 2 armor stacks. You gained fortified enchantment. You gained 1 sated stacks. Spicy acid. You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gain 2 poison stacks. You gained 1 sated
Yeah,
stacks.
you like poison.
Player status. Anger. Fury. Gain 1 You gained 1 rally stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. You heal 3 health. Kitchen raid. Bone. Character info. Kitchen raid. Ground pound. STR1. Enter shattering. Stance and inflict 2 Brit. Player health 36. Show deck. Current cards and player energy. End turn. Character in ground pound. Hidden pouch. Neutral 1. Spicy acid. 1. Enemy gained 2 poison stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Party flank. You heal 2 health. You gained 1 sated stacks. And no meat. You gained cooking enchantment. You gained 1 sated stacks. Spicy acid. Enemy gained 2 poison stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Player status. Armor. Stack. Player status. Anger. Stack. And no meat. 1 use. Create an ingredient. You gained 1 sated stacks. Player status. Rally. Stack. Player status. Regenerate. Stacks 1 at this. Player status. Armor. Stacks. Player status. Anger. Surge of strength. Gain. You heal 1 health. Character info. Ground pound. Player status. Rally. Player status. Regenerate. Player status. Armor. Player status. Anger. Smoldering ribs. You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gained 2 burning stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. End turn. Character. Ground pound. Hidden pouch. Neutral. Spicy acid. Enemy gained 2 poison stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. And no meat. 1 use. Create an ingredient. You gained 1 sated stacks. Fury. Gain 1 anger. You gained 1 rally stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. Enemy gained 2 brittle stacks. You heal 3 health. Ground pound. STR. Hidden pouch. Neutral. Fury. Gain 1 anger. You gained 1 rally stacks. You gained 1 anger stacks. You take 1 damage. You heal 3 health. Sharp leaves. You gain cooking enchantment. Enemy gained 2 bleeding stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Chop him up. STR. Smoldering ribs. Enemy gained 2 burning stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Battle broth. Create an ingredient. Whenever you enter a stance, return this to hand. Charges 3/5. Action. Common. Player status. Anger. Smoldering ribs. Enemy gained 2 burning stacks. Enemy takes 12 damage. You gained 1 sated stacks.
Love it. And my combos are ridiculous, aren't they?
Ground pound. STR. Character info. Ground pound. Hidden pouch. Neutral. Salty femur. You gain cooking enchantment. You gain 2 armor stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Chop him up. STR2.
And this isn't
Deals
as
12
big
star
as it
damage 3
gets.
times.
If
Conjure a
I-
random ingredient for each hit.
If
Melee
I
action.
got Chef's
Uncommon.
Kiss,
On hit.
this deck
Requires the
would
attack to have hit
be
the target.
super
And dealt
broken.
damage. Salty femur. You gain 2 armor stacks. You gained 1 sated stacks. Ground pound. STR. Hidden pouch. Neutral. Sharp leaves. 1. Enemy gains 2 bleeding stacks. Enemy gains deep wound enchantment. 1. Ellipsis. You gained 1. Player status. Anger. I'll chop him up. STR2. Deal start. Player status. Anger. Chop him up. Hidden pouch. Ground pound. Character info. End turn. Player energy. STR2.
Got 2 energy left.
End turn. Character in ground pound. STR. Hidden pouch. Chop him up.
Chop him up.
You gain chop him up
Some more
enchantment.
cooking
Enemy
in
takes
there.
18 damage. Enemy takes 10 damage. Next.
This deck can be so ridiculous. It's awesome. Oh my god, I love this deck. I love cooking. I love this game. Baby Goat loves this game. Yeah, you know, that's another example of maybe a 30 card combo. Because the fact that the cards keep being conjured, and that's the thing. Conjuring is very underrated, but extremely powerful. Oh, and my shoulder, I simply just tweaked my shoulder a little bit here. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to talk with my microphone on my desk, so sorry about the noise. Because my shoulder, I just tweaked it a little bit. So I've been doing these push-ups and squats. Old man game here has been trying to improve his fitness because I am getting old and you need to start working out every day, and I'm diabetic, so you got to take your fitness seriously. Sorry about that. Yeah, my shoulder kind of popped a little bit. I need to lose about 50 pounds. Maybe 80 pounds. That's not going to happen, but. All right, cool. Out of coffee. So we're going to need to wrap this up. Oh, my goodness. All right. So yeah, it's kind of painful. Sometimes my shoulder pops a little bit, and I know I need to rotate my sockets a little bit more. I need to do more shoulder shrug exercises, and that would really help. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 3:46 p.m.
Okay, we got about 15 more minutes, and then we need to wrap this up. It's been a nice, juicy 2-hour-long episode, right? Wait, 4, started at 1, and almost 3 hours. Wow. Yeah, if you've stuck around this long, you're a true double tap, you know? Let's just finish. Let's just end here. I will try to come back but this event's about the end, so they let you finish it. But I won't be getting any. I think I don't get any more bonus points after this. So I was getting a lot more bonus points from these events, but it feels like they took it away. I don't know. It might be they might be balancing the game and stuff. Sometimes these weekly trials, I get like 200 or so bonus fate shards or something, and then it feels like they started to take them away now. So I don't know. I don't know if they're balancing or doing something different. But the good thing is your daily games give you more rewards. Like if you play several times a day, you can get maybe 200 fate shards. At first, you'd only get very little. Like you get 8 or maybe 5. It was super low. So in actuality, you can actually get more fate shards in the new system since Eclipse. So fact check me. Swing by the Discord community of Dawncaster and ask questions. Tell them that Game Double Tap sent you, and I apologize if I'm asking questions that are not really, really smart. I apologize. Again, I'm learning. I love to learn. So, all right, let's finish off this little recovery here.
Character info. Player gold 83. Player gold 83. Area status. The enemy status.
Oh, that's right. We leveled up.
Area status.
Let's do
Stats
our
1 inflict.
level up
Area
and
special.
end the
Poison
game.
at the player health 43.
Not too bad. We lost a little health, but still wasn't that bad.
Area status. Not enemy status. Not area status. Enemies settings. Settings. Enemies area status. Notches fog. Stacks player health 43. Show deck. Next.
Let's see what our level up's going to be.
Level up. Pick a
do our
talent.
level up.
Reroll button for greater strength.
Okay, we're getting our strength cards. Greater strength is usually the best for a warrior deck, but let's see what else we got.
Select greater strength gain plus. Reroll button for energized.
Energized doubles your energy when you start your turn, so you'll have 4. It's actually pretty good because really you only need it in the beginning of the game.
Select energized gain double your norm. Select greater dexterity gain plus 1 dexterity.
You
gain
get a
hex for each point of dexterity at the start
if
of
you
your
want
turn.
to branch out to evasion decks and ninja decks. I don't ever do it. They're good if I play Seeker. So it's up to you what you do here. I'm going to re-roll a couple cards and then we're going to take the strength if nothing better pops up. Obviously, if any cooking cards pops up, we're taking it.
Reroll button for greater dexterity. Select greater deck. Reroll button for greater deck. 1 rerolls remaining.
See what we got.
Select false life at the start of combat. Gain 20% additional temporary maximum health. You do not heal for the amount of health gained.
Oh, that's really cool. Temporary health. But we never get our health all the way up to max, so this is no good.
Reroll button for false life.
False
0
life is
rerolls remaining.
Great name, though.
Select greater intellect gain plus 1 intellect. You gain INT for each point of intellect at the start of your turn. Select select greater strength gain plus 1. Select greater strength gain plus 1. Select energized gain double your normal energy on the. Select greater strength gain plus 1 strength. You gain SDR for each point of strength at the start of your turn.
That's
you gain 8 gold.
good
Skip
start.
rewards.
It gives us more opportunities to play cards.
Character info.
And let's see what our rewards are.
Area status. Enemy status. Tectonic Fury. STR3. Enter Frenzied Stance. On draw. Gain 1 anger and reduce this card's cost by SDR. Action. Uncommon. Anger.
Oh,
Increases the damage dealt by actions by 1 per stack of anger.
That's
on draw.
really
On draw
good.
effects trigger whenever the card is drawn from your deck. Frenzied Stance. Whenever you inflict a critical hit, draw a card. You are immune to Dominated.
That's interesting.
Enemy status. Tectonic Fury. STR3. Enter Frenzied Stance. On draw. Gain 1 anger and reduce this card's cost by SDR. Action. Uncommon.
We'll
Anger.
get 1
Increases the damage
anger
dealt by
when we
actions by 1 per
draw
stack
this
of anger.
card.
On draw. On draw effects trigger
It's
whenever
a
the card is drawn from your deck.
3-strength card, though.
Stone Strength. Life 1. Gain 2 anger. Return this to your hand after entering
I
a stance.
love this
Action.
card.
Common. Anger. Increases the damage dealt by actions by 1 per stack of anger.
Only
Stances.
problem is it's gonna
Stances
cost
are special
us
fighting
health.
techniques that can break apart. STR1. Deal 3 damage. Crushing. Draw 2 cards. Then shuffle a card back into your deck.
I
Melee
will
action.
take Stone
Uncommon.
Strength. It's a
Crushing.
really good
Crushing
card.
requires a card to deal. Stone Strength. Life 1. Gain 2 anger. Return. Break apart. Add Tectonic Fury. Add Stone Strength to
I'm
deck.
going to take Stone Strength. It's a great card, trust
Exploration.
me.
Settings.
I need to
Settings.
watch my health, though. I need to watch my health. I think we're going to wrap it up right here, folks. You saw what I take. Here's how many cards. We need to get rid of some cards before we die. You need to make sure your cards are under 24, between 20 and 24.
Area status. Not Shine A Strange. Torn Cloth. You spot. Merchant. Have a look at player gold 91. Character info. Player gold 91.
We have 91 gold, so we're trying to get to 100 gold. Then we're going to visit the merchant and shop for some more uber powerful cards. Of course, we are also looking to keep our card deck between 20 and 24, and we're also looking for powerful cooking cards. One of the cooking cards we're looking for is Into the Pot. We're also looking for culinary something another. That's another. It's a culinary card. It has a name, but I just can't recall it. It's a great card. It synergizes really well in this deck. And of course, any cards that we have that are kind of redundant and not that helpful, we could just get rid of them. Anything that imbues our cooking, makes our cooking stronger, makes our cooking more powerful, makes our cooking more efficient, gives us more bonuses related to our cooking, obviously those are cards we're going to go for. So I'm going to go ahead and call this part 1, and I'm going to finish off with part 2, okay? And of course, each week I do a new weekly challenge, and if I can, I try to stack them up on my TCG Thursday. So thank you for coming to TCG Thursdays here on Game Double Tap. I appreciate you. Thank you, Rick Vanderwild. You are amazing. Thank you for naming a card after me called Double Tap. If you haven't seen the new card named after the channel, you need to play. It's an awesome card. I love it. Can we get a rare version of it too? And a legendary? Anyway, folks, yeah, I'm being greedy. Baby Goat does not like that. Screaming Goat doesn't like it. Anyway, folks, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate you. I've got to go. You take care, please.